Where it's a clean podcast, please.
Is it? Are you joking?
And welcome to fucking Punch Drunk Sports, where winners win. Yes, Jason Tebow has a job today, so he's out there hustling, making that cheddar. Gonna upgrade those leaves. Gonna go to maybe some acorns. I don't know.
Maple
leaves. So joining us
leaf.
is podcast royalty. You know him as the voice of Clipcast. My good friend, Mike Jaglin. How are you, Mike?
I'm great. The Jaguar.
Put on your. You don't like these?
I
thought you were a podcaster.
I use a Zoom.
Oh, you use a Zoom.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're
Welcome
very fancy.
to professional. Here,
Thank you.
flip it. Flip
Thank
it the
you.
other way.
Oh,
so
now you can. Now we have a
now we
thing.
can hear you.
See.
There we go.
I'm amongst royalty now.
Yeah,
I
now
mean,
you
I'm not in a Subaru.
Yeah.
Doing a podcast after a Clipper
Hey,
game.
Yeah.
I have a Subaru.
Yeah, but you
I did not say
podcasted
anything
it?
bad.
You
The sound
podcasted it?
quality is phenomenal in a Subaru.
You got airtight.
It does. It does.
Those Japanese are like, we make car, so you podcast.
Isn't that like Australian?
No, that was that. There's a small sect of Japan that speaks with an Australian dialect.
You
They
get
were,
That-
they were taken over by Paul Hogan in
Yeah,
1991.
Dude, you just don't realize that was so much farther than you even understood, and you just ruined it, and everyone's laughing at you. If we were at a dialect convention, everyone would be like, who's the fucking
Well, first
newbie?
of all, you said there's a sect of
Shut
Japan.
Hey, what's going on with Clipcast?
Well, I mean, we're wrapping up the season tomorrow. We don't know, again, where the Clippers are going to fall. Tonight's a big night in the NBA.
Yeah, huge.
OKC at Houston at OKC. That basically determines a lot. Houston could possibly move up to the 2, and OKC could stay away from the good old Warriors, which the Clippers are statistically.
I can't believe we're 8. We're all the way up to 5.
Well, I mean, this.
Why'd we lose to the Lakers?
Why did we lose to Alex Caruso? Have you seen that man's hairline?
Dude, he's
just
playing
for
well,
men.
though, man.
Yeah. Oh no,
He's
I'm
playing
not.
I
really
I'm
gotta
not
be honest
dissing
with you.
him.
There's not a lot of things I hate in sports. One of them's Coach K. Okay. Number 2 is WNBA players in All-Star Weekend, and number 3 is fucking pro athletes with male parent baldness and bitch tits. Those fucking piss me off. Shave your head.
There's so many cures. I mean, there's so many options for men
Yeah,
these days.
dude, put some
This
stuff
isn't-
on that.
This isn't 2000.
And ladies love the fucking bald head, right? That gets you excited. Gets the nipples rocking.
When have I ever said that?
You
Not
big
me.
bald guy?
You're not in the bald guys?
You're not the bald guys?
No, look at how much hair Jeff has. He could not be further from bald.
Now, there's it's like for guys, right? We know certain girls bring certain kind of heat, right? Do guys, does Jew dick bring it a little harder than like fucking Mormon dick or fucking Christian dick or Buddhist
Wouldn't
dick?
I have had to have slept with a Mormon to compare it?
Okay, but we know you slept with a lot of people.
That's a great.
of all
that's a great,
the people.
That's a great non-scripted show idea, by the way.
Thank you.
Let's do an experiment.
Yeah.
Of men and women.
Yeah.
Sleeping with different.
Let's power rank the humpins,
Yeah.
dog. And I think Mexicans are gonna take it for the ladies, though. Mexicans are Jew chicks,
They'll be in and out.
in and out.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, exactly.
Johnny, we're talking. Are you going to join us,
I'm
or
just
is your software
I just
rebooting?
stopped.
I'm a little
Answering too.
disturbed right now.
I just stopped answering. You didn't notice. I was just like, oh, good.
All right, we're going to keep this clean and Christian. Guys, I am going to be in Nashville this Friday. I'm at the Nashville Comedy Festival. It is Tinfoil Hat, Eddie Bravo, myself, Brett Bach. We will be live at the Nashville Comedy Festival. And then Saturday, we are in Huntsville, Alabama, dude. I'm going to Alabama to tell jokes. I'm so excited. And we're going to be at the Huntsville Stand-Up Live. We got a really good time slot, too. I can't believe they gave us a great time slot like they did. But we got it, and we're rocking.
They didn't put you in the middle of the day with a spring college game.
No, dude. I don't mind as long as football's not on. I don't mind a 5 o'clock Saturday show.
It's like
I'll fucking do
what
that.
you said for years about when the Lakers make the playoffs in LA, it kills shows
Yeah,
in LA.
that's why comedy's thriving in LA because the Lakers have fucking sucked.
It's a very good point, though.
Yeah, well, 100%, dude. But we'll see what happens, dude. I think the Lakers are gonna get 2 of these 3 people. AD, Boogie Cousins, or Kyrie. I think they're gonna get 2 of them.
I disagree, and I'd give him Boogie.
Oh, put on your headphones.
There's no sound. Is that what you mean? No buzzing? Yeah, they
look how
sound new.
good
Are
it
these
is.
new?
Yes, they are.
There's no tape on them?
No,
I have real headphones.
Is this a plug for fries down the street?
Yeah, what this is
This is for Sony?
This is
Yeah,
you know,
you're
the
on
podcast. We're kind of like the Mad Men of podcasting, where women are second-class citizens, and they get all the junk.
I had broken headphones for the last year.
And you didn't say anything.
No, I never wore
not
them.
allowed
because they would buzz and give me a really bad migraine. I felt like I was having an aneurysm. They
Yeah.
were taped, one
Sam
was
broke them.
hanging.
I did not break
Sam broke them and gave them to me. That's so you.
I get told I broke them. I didn't break them. I didn't.
Was it during an anger? Did you snap them
never
down?
done
I could
an
see you
anger
slap
thing.
them down.
I've never.
You've
done
never
an
gotten
anger
mad.
thing.
That's true. You're very, very calm.
Thank you, Fight Nanny. Johnny, could you have more computers going at one point? You had your phone, your computer.
You have 2 phones, asshole.
I have one.
You have 2 phones.
I do have
How
two,
many
but
phones?
right
Okay.
now I have
Yeah.
one.
Well, I'm trying to tweet about the show. Share it.
Share it.
Share it.
I like it.
He's
What do you
doing
guys
his
want to
job.
start off with? We had the tourney last night. You were pissed the whole time.
I don't care.
Dude, this guy fucking drunk texted me the whole night. He
No, I
hates
was not
anybody.
Did you
in
Johnny
this-
getting drunk and angry is so.
Did you go out and watch the game?
I
No,
need a
I would never.
picture.
I barely watched the game. I was watching the Braves play.
You're watching the Braves play.
I watched
Fuck
it.
Virginia.
Why?
It's a
I
good
don't like.
story.
I hate the pack line defense. It's so boring the way they play on offense. Fuck those guys. They didn't deserve it. They escaped 3 times. They played shitty teams the whole way through.
They didn't play shit.
Oh, it's
Pace
like-
of play. Every team they played was in the bottom, 10% of pace of play. It was the perfect. They just gave them a cheesecake.
But they
lineup.
won. I mean, 2 of the last 3 games were OT.
Yeah.
And they
And
they needed the
and-
miracle against Purdue. They needed that guy to foul.
Yeah.
Mr. Kyle Guy.
Yeah.
And who actually won tourney MVP.
Maybe it's because I'm an ACC guy.
Yeah.
That I have to watch
are.
them
And
play
you're
all the
bitter.
time, and I
because
hate
it's
it.
slow. It's brutal.
It's dreadful. Yeah, it's the death of basketball. I let's see what the rating. I wonder if we
But
got
you
early
wanna
ratings.
The
know
ratings weren't going to be good, and that pissed me off because that just makes it so that these refs and the league rig the games with the fucking trying to get Duke to the finals, and it's just I don't want to live in that world.
But it was a good story. You had a team that lost to a 16 seed the year prior, comes back and wins it. 2 teams that have never been in the championship of the Final Four.
like it.
And listen, on paper, she wasn't pretty, but she had big tits.
Yeah.
And that's what that game was.
I've
The
been there
overhit, you know.
Yeah, that's like Jason Tebow's joke about what's the fucking second thing about a retarded chick with big tits, you notice? That she's retarded, right? Because she got get it?
Yeah,
'Cause
I
she
got it.
big tits.
Down 15% from the last time the title game was on CBS.
Yeah, but you had Villanova last year. So, I mean, you're
No,
having
that was an all-time low game. But the ratings were down 15% from the last time they were on CBS 2 years ago. So.
Oh, okay. So 2 years
that was-
ago, the last year was on TNT, I would assume. Then they probably.
Must have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you put on cable.
I mean,
Does
Yeah.
anyone not have cable, by the way?
People are cutting cords. People are
What?
cutting cords.
You don't have cable, but you don't have any TV, right?
He probably has his.
No, I have TV.
But you only have the networks, and you don't have anything else.
Oh, sorry. Were you saying, who has
Yeah.
cable?
Yeah.
No, I'm like, who
doesn't?
doesn't? Who has network but not cable?
Ryan O'Neal.
Anyone with rabbit ears has
Who
network.
My
are those?
dad.
Rabbit.
My
I
dad
do.
really has that. Yeah.
He
I
has
do,
rabbit
'cause it-
ears.
Yeah,
It
and
works.
he won't get cable. He's so weird about it, and he thinks
is
Netflix is
weird.
blows his mind. He's like, I don't even understand
Like,
what that
what?
means.
I could watch it all in one day.
Yeah, I'm like, Dad, you would love Netflix. I'm like, it's very cheap. You would have so much TV because he's always complaining there's nothing on TV. Of course,
I
he's
got my
4
dad
channels.
a smart TV.
My dad wouldn't know what to do. Did your dad know what to do?
Well, dude, it's literally the most simplest shit. It's so fucking simple.
I know. I tell my
It
dad
is.
that, and my dad's not old.
It's a $200 television.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's already got it in it.
Dude,
yeah.
the baby
Yeah.
doesn't have to eat for 2 days. Take 2 days off from the baby eating and buy your dad a flask.
Wait, first of all, I
How
could get my
fucking
dad that
yeah.
TV, but he just wouldn't even. He'd be like, "Now I have a monthly bill." He'd be all mad at me.
There's no monthly bill.
He doesn't even have Wi-Fi. My dad's weird.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have. He doesn't
Oh,
have
He
Right, so
doesn't
you'd have to get
Wi-Fi. He
internet.
doesn't
Wow.
have a smartphone. He has like a phone that opens and closes.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad is.
By the
weird.
way, I'm
He does not
about
wanna
2
change.
years from your father, by the way.
Yeah, he does this on purpose.
I'm
He just
so
doesn't
close.
want to like.
Her
change.
father is actually kind of like the reason why, like, I think streaming hasn't gone full circle in like Middletown America.
Well, yeah,
because
don't-
you're used
Yeah.
to what you have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
totally.
and like you have all the millennials and all these people in big cities trying to cut cords. My dad lives in upstate Wisconsin. He's not going to be able to stream in the woods.
Yeah.
You know
they
what
don't
I
have
mean?
Wi-Fi out there?
They do, but it's like it's not the same. Like
Right.
getting DirecTV.
It's like old
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
getting DirecTV was like cable coming 20 years
for
ago.
sure.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
lose so many people. Like boxing now, when it's not on HBO, when they move it over to ESPN Plus. My dad, who's a huge boxing fan, he just doesn't get to watch boxing now because
That's me with UFC.
pulling out his iPad is not. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah, man. Let's not forget the big show this Saturday night, live at the dojo inside the Sycamore Tavern.
Sam will not be there.
It is Punch Drunks UFC 236 viewing party and stand-up. The lineup is stacked, even though I will be in Sweet Home, Alabama. We have Jason Tebow, Kareem Matthews, the guys from Dirty Sports, Eddie Ift, other people. And it's only $10 on Eventbrite. It's really good shit, dude.
And you fight them during the match.
There we go. Who else? Oh, Trevor Kevelo, who has no punchlines, and Danish and O'Neal. There we go. Look at that. That's a killer lineup. Plus, we have some other people going to stop by. I think Jamie Kilstein's going to stop by, and I think Josh Denny will stop by and rock. By the way, Trevor's face is like, where's that punchline? Where is it?
That's cold. That's cold.
He knows I bust his balls. I love him. I love him. So last night's game, who do you like out of that to go pro?
I mean, DeAndre Hunter, who was the game leader for the entire season, has been a lottery pick. I think now he's jumped up probably into that 4 to 10 range. He could go top 3. I think he's a poor man's Kawhi Leonard. He plays in an awful, boring offense, but he guards every position. He shut down Zion multiple times this year.
It's so hard to project
Or when he
players
played one.
out of that offense.
It really is.
But
But
you're right.
you can't teach defense, as we saw with those teams, but also in the NBA. I think it's something that you miss. And if you have a two-way player like a DeAndre Hunter, that's
So
also
you
a
think
giant.
he's better than a shooting guard?
Than Culver?
On
Yeah,
Texas
yeah,
Tech.
yeah, yeah. I would rather have DeAndre Hunter than Culver, even though
Look
I think
up
they're
DeAndre
going
Hunter. I want to see what he looks like again.
Hold on.
I was rocking so hard last night.
I feel like what he will bring to a team.
Yeah.
You
He
know-
literally looks like Kawhi
He's the guy that
Leonard.
got hurt last year.
Yeah.
Before the tournament.
He's
Right
a-
before the tournament.
Yeah.
Right
What
now
year
he's
is
a
he?
3D.
He's a
a
sophomore?
junior?
Junior.
I think he's a junior.
Sophomore.
Sophomore, okay. And Culver's a sophomore as well. But I just you know what you're getting with him. You're gonna tell me if like Atlanta ends up with him that he wouldn't be a perfect guy with Trae Young,
Yeah.
a 3-D guy that
I
you know
take
can
him
guard.
over RJ Bennett. I'm telling you right now, dude. I like Bennett. I mean, dude, he was
Barnett.
Barnett, whatever.
Barrett.
Barrett. Okay.
We really
so.
screwed
Hey,
that
you
up.
want to take a shot at it?
Yeah, take him.
You saying names is my favorite. I don't even know who you're talking about, but that will always be my favorite. Is how you pronounce things wrong.
Thank you. Finally,
I feel,
RJ
like, I
Barnett.
feel like RJ Barrett's got more scoring
Barrett.
upside than those guys.
I
But on
feel like-
defense,
He
he's
does.
lost on defense.
And I
sometimes.
feel like, dude, they gave him all these chances to hit the game-winning shot, and he during the crunch time, and he missed them all.
Get the ball to Zion. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He didn't touch the ball the last minute 40. Like he didn't get a shot up the last minute 40 of their loss. How does K? That's the worst coaching job. K's
Who's the
done.
guy? Who's the guy who came from Duke last year and went to the Bulls?
Kennard?
No, Wendell Carter.
Oh, Wendell Carter. Yeah.
Yeah.
He ripped Coach K on the way out. He's like, that guy promised me this. Then they brought in the other guy that went to Sacramento.
Wendell Carter did?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Semi Ojeleye? Because I know he's the one who said his mother got
No.
yelled at by K.
As a guy, I'd beat the fuck out of Coach K if he made my mom cry.
Can you imagine that? She was on her knees crying, apologizing to him because he wasn't playing, Semi Ojeleye, who transferred to SMU and played really well.
Yeah.
And
Coach K sucks.
and she came
I mean,
in
I
and
would
said,
not say that.
Well,
I mean,
she
he
that's a-
sucks.
She came in.
That's a little.
He's
little
been to
harsh.
2 Final Fours since 2004, the last 15 years.
He sucks.
Yeah, that's it.
He's
2
a
Final Fours.
cheater too. He's cheating.
Listen, I did
Jags.
not grow up a Coach K fan. I was always Patino over Coach K.
Right.
Like as a kid, like I really didn't have, and that's part of the thing I think with college basketball. Is as we get older, we don't follow it as much as we used to.
College basketball.
Yeah. Like I remember.
I like it more in football.
You like college basketball more?
I
You're
like
gonna
it.
tell
You
me
know
you
why
get,
I like
you
college
get into the
basketball?
Maui Classic.
Well,
you get into the Maui Classic.
I
more
do.
than
I
week
like
one?
it. But you'll never see in college football a Texas Tech playing for the championship game.
No, but
it's never going to happen,
in football,
and it sucks.
Every year, you're going to have a team that kind of slowly comes out of nowhere, like the Chiefs.
It's rigged.
And gets hot and puts their team together, and they're legitimate. Like the Chiefs last year.
Chiefs, NFL?
Yeah.
We're talking NCAA here.
Oh, you're talking about you. I know, but you said you like it more than football.
Why I like college basketball over college football?
Oh, over college football.
Because you have a chance of a team out of nowhere having a chance to win. Even though Virginia is like out of the ACC, they're
It's
not
better
the
now
powerhouse.
though with the playoff.
But it should be 8 teams.
Yeah,
it should be
8
And I think
teams.
they're gonna. I think they're gonna.
Well, dude, what's
expand.
going on is these conferences like this SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, they're fighting it because it makes it harder for their teams to get there when they have to go up against more teams. And then the fucking talent gets spread around because you don't have to go to these 1 or 2 teams to get there.
Let's be honest. It's all about the money. It's all about the money, and it's all about, like, you know the Rose Bowl needs to be involved. You know the Orange Bowl needs to be involved. You know the Sugar Bowl needs to be involved, and whatever Jerry Bowl, happens in the
such a dumb system.
So those, granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, your Sugar Bowls, they need to be in there. So it needs to be spread out in a way that, you bring in your Cotton Bowls, you bring in but you don't lose that tradition, but you add the name on it. Because the money is where that's
for
where
sure.
they get everything.
That's why they're locking everything down.
Yeah.
I think you expand it and then give 2 teams a bye. That's how that works.
Guys, hear me out. Full 64 teams.
That would be a
That
death
would
match.
be
I would love
fucking hilarious.
that
Play
would be
half a season and then full 64 team tournament.
Dude, you got my vote.
Yeah, I mean,
God damn, you solved it.
It's basically the
what I
team
do.
with any players left wins.
Yeah,
wins the
third string quarterback. Some guy just walked on, can throw the ball.
no, I hear you about college football though, and the fact that, like, if you lose a game, past like your 3rd or 4th game, odds are you're probably going to be out of the playoff unless you're like in the SEC or
Well, I mean, if you're
in the
Alabama,
Big
they'll
Ten.
find an excuse to get you into the Final Four.
Or
yes,
Notre- or
they have
Notre Dame.
4 losses, but look who they play.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta get them, man. I can't
This thing
stand
with
it.
Notre Dame kills me. Every year they're near the top.
And dude, I mean, like, are you
And they pick their
fucking
schedule.
telling me that Coach K gets all these top fucking picks and he doesn't pay them? How many years in a row is this guy getting a top pick? Why, some fucking Illinois State gets nailed for getting some fucking guy who wouldn't even make Duke, and they nailed him for cheating. We got LSU getting busted, Arizona getting busted, UNLV's been crippled. But Coach K, nobody's investigating this, right? I mean, did you see the headlines? Duke is looking into these allegations. Why is Duke looking into the allegations? Why is the FBI, who shouldn't be even doing fucking college sports investigation, why aren't they looking into it? They're looking into everybody else. They're nailing Louisville, but why isn't fucking ESPN or fucking the FBI investigating this? Because they all need Duke's fucking goddamn brand to get fucking ratings. It's bullshit. He's getting all the good players and it's cheating. Fuck you. I'm more mad about that. I don't even care they pay players. Pay players, dude. I don't give a shit. But stop fucking going after some schools and not going after others. It's stupid.
Do you remember he doesn't get mad and he did not break headphones?
No.
Can you imagine?
Always calm, cool,
Duke
and
and
collected.
fucking Alabama. They both, dude. Alabama football's had people going out going, yeah, we got paid. No investigation.
You're gonna be Duke's courtside fan of the game for their
Fuck
first game
him.
next year.
Dude, I used to like Coach K, and then I realized he's just a Patton Oswalt of fucking sports,
Damn.
where he's just like a fucking male feminist who talks a lot, and behind the scenes a fucking scumbag.
Can you imagine if they
You're gonna have a heart attack.
It just pisses me off.
Can you imagine if they investigated real crimes that way, where they just let the person who's accused of the crime investigate it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm letting Hillary eat children.
I'm gonna check out this murder. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
it's just bullshit. If
Maybe-
you think he's gotten all these players, 3 out of the top 4 guys, because they just want to be part of that Duke tradition.
Well, now to be fair, he did get an unfair advantage with the USA basketball job.
It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
dude.
That was a big
you're-
leg up
you're-
for him,
you're-
and he
you're
knew what
the
he was
guy.
doing. He knew what he was
I
doing.
mean,
Oh, so you think that is enough?
No,
I'm
I
saying
don't. No,
I'm
no.
saying
I
it's an
don't think
in. Like, if
Yeah, but you think that's
these
enough.
kids are going to these camps
No,
that
he's
he's
definitely
around.
paying, yeah.
He's on on the ground floor before a lot of these recruiters and coaches are. Wouldn't you think that if you're going to these camps every summer and that's
well,
what,
it's just
it gives them an in.
It's free
so
publicity.
It's free, yes. So he's sticking that
But
in
he's
these
paying.
kids'
I mean, it's the shoe
heads.
companies that are funneling the money to the kids and their families.
And he's
Right.
We're
and-
learning that now.
Yeah, but
Any
they're
AAU
coordination
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
with
I'm not
the
denying that.
coaches that get these
Well,
guys.
the thing that
these
gets
big
me
schools.
is that the kids are making all the money, obviously, but the shoe deals are with the coaches. Like, who gives a fuck what shoes Coach K? You know what I mean? It's just such a. If you had to explain it to someone who had no familiarity with the system, it wouldn't make any sense that the coaches have the shoe deals. It's just.
So you
No,
think
it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
it
just
does make sense because they're
it's
the
a
white
modern-
guys
yeah,
who get all the money.
Yeah, there you go. It's a modern plantation.
Right?
system.
It's like it's just complete.
Your
fuck-
flashlight is on again. How does that?
I like it on. It lets me know
He was
it's
walking
working.
the other day and it was on.
are you
Just like
talking
I thought.
about? It's not
Yeah, like I
on?
saw it in his hand just walking.
what happens if that burns out? Do we know? Is
I
someone
never.
burned
I
out
don't.
of,
I think they found like
an
unlimited
iPhone flash.
Yeah, I think they've.
They're probably gonna get you for
I've
like
never seen one go
$100
out.
for a
Yeah,
light,
I
right?
read every night with mine. Like I use it
You're
as a
good.
reading
It's
aid.
gonna die.
Never-
And
What
my
are you
phone's
gonna
like
do?
5
They
years old
never
though.
die,
Yeah, I
You
really
got-
think.
What are you, your dad? You got a 5-year-old phone?
I have a 5-year-old.
Does it run on
I think
coal?
it's 4 years, but it is an iPhone. At least it's an iPhone.
Does it run on coal?
Yeah.
Dude, it's just ridiculous, dude. It's
gotta
just
get her a
fucking
lantern.
ridiculous. It's just
Just get her a-
ridiculous.
Well-
so you broke some news to me when you walked in. UCLA's new coach.
Yeah, the guy from Cincy,
What's his name? Momo Jones.
Momo Jones. So Rick Barnes pulls away. He gets paid from Tennessee.
Yeah, everybody
Coach Cal
did.
gets paid from UK.
Mick Cronin.
You know what's so funny, dude? Like the UCLA job was like LA for a football state.
And have
team.
you seen SC's recruiting class? They're number 2 next year.
Who?
USC's basketball.
USC?
Yes, they have.
Dude,
like
he should have been the UCLA coach. Enzi, that guy.
Enfield.
Enfield. Andy
Him
Enfield,
and his
right?
hot ass wife. That's probably half the thing. Hey, dude, come play with me. You can run and train on my wife.
You want to show her his own? Hey.
Look at what? Look at the Google recommended searches. Andy Enfield wife.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, there's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. And their kid's like, yeah, I got super parents.
I think he's overachieving a little bit there. He's like a Wall Street guy, though, right? Wasn't that his
yeah.
background?
And he quit and then he became a coach.
He's a numbers guy.
Florida Gulf Coast.
I like that. The
Yeah,
numbers guy.
they used to do
She's
so
still
much
going with
coke
bands,
together.
huh?
You know, they used to just gack out.
But if I was UCLA, why wouldn't you try to get Beard or Bennett from that last night? You know?
They panicked, dude.
They
That's
did.
my God honest truth. They panicked. They should have waited
Well, did
till
they?
this game's
I mean,
over.
think about it. They went through so many guys, though.
Yeah, but dude, they should have
tried to
waited
get
to
Bennett.
the end of the
I think
tournament.
Bennett shut him
and gone,
down.
Here we are.
I don't know if he could speak until after.
Well, I mean, through his agent, I think that was my impression of the thing.
What is Cincinnati's offense like, Johnny? Crunch those numbers.
They played? I mean, they're more of a defensive focused team. They're
Back to Ben Howland. Ben Howland had.
he's a hell of a
Kevin-
coach, though, Mick Cronin. I mean, he's done really well in his career.
Well, dude, you know, you remember USC when they were going to find a football coach? Who's their 7th pick?
Ed Orgeron?
No.
Oh,
The fucking, what's his face? Who's the coach of Seattle right now?
Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he ended up being a dynasty.
But if you look at too what USC did football wise too, remember they screwed her out of Ed Orgeron for years, and now he's at Auburn.
Yeah,
and
no, he's
like
at
a really,
LSU, and he's
LSU.
crushing
He's
it.
a great coach.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, the UCLA job, it's sexy, but again, a lot of these kids don't know what that
That's
sexy is. You know, they haven't made the Final Four since the Russell Westbrook Kevin Love days.
It doesn't matter, dude. Dude, Russell Westbrook is a fucking NBA.
Here's why
have
they hired
so
him.
many NBA
But that's a
players.
class-
Here's why they hired him. UCLA, he kicked their ass by 30 this year. That's why.
Dude,
you
what are
see
they,
that
Doc
so many
Rivers?
times. Yeah, you see
Have
that
you
a
ever
lot.
seen that? Doc Rivers he would sign any player that whipped his
no,
ass.
I know. You see that all the time, man. It's so funny.
He had
kind of the last
Turkoglu
impression.
until he could just.
The coach of South Carolina would have been interesting.
That he's a head case. Though.
He's crazy,
he's
though,
yeah,
right?
He's a head case, yeah, for sure.
Why didn't they go after Bruce Pearl? He's a lunatic, but he's
he's got some
lot
dirt.
of red flags.
Yeah, he's
but
got dirt.
man, he can coach and he's got a personality.
Well, you know what he's just trying to do? Beat Coach K and get fucking players by paying for them.
Yeah, he got in trouble for lying though, and it was his assistant, I think, who really got in trouble.
Yeah, it's always the
but-
assistant. Houston, I would like that guy. He's got problems too, or Wichita.
Kelvin Sampson.
Yeah.
Wichita State would be okay. Marshall, yeah, I like him. Greg Marshall. That would have been. It was either Mick Cronin or Greg Marshall. Those were the guys I was down to. I thought those guys would both be pretty good.
What fucking former UCLA player? Earl Watson?
Yes, he was up. It would have been a good idea.
No way.
He coached the
dude.
Suns briefly.
The worst coach I've ever seen.
That's bold. Did you see Magic Johnson?
Dude, dude, they lasted 10 games and they got rid of him. It was so bad. Dude, I'm going to tell you something. I've been a Clipper fan for over 20 years. Dude, the Phoenix Suns right now are literally the worst basketball I've ever seen in my life. Especially last year, Houston versus fucking the Suns is the worst basketball I've ever seen televised. It looked like rec league shit. No defense. Nobody's running anything.
Well, look at their owner. Their owner's a
Yeah, they're going to get rid of him.
scumbag too. Playing on the college basketball theme, how many like Pams or Betsy's or like Doug's won their office pool today that didn't even know what this was?
What do you mean?
Like, there's so many people that win these office pools based on, mascot or,
I don't know if anyone got this one. Who would have said Texas Tech versus Virginia?
No, I think it was like a 0.5 of the ESPN bracket.
There's some guy who's just got software that just cranks out 90 million different variations.
Yeah, and they still didn't get this. This is the only people who got this were people who went to undergrad at Virginia and went to grad school at Texas Tech. Like, I put my two favorite teams in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Remember Bob Knight, coach there, and he's like, you can't get the players here to win.
Yeah.
This guy's been here 3 years and he takes them to the Final Four. Pretty impressive.
He's supposed to be the UNLV coach.
I heard Bob Knight's he's going a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The old guy?
Yeah. I heard them talking about it on the
Is
sports
that why
reporters
they let him back in at Indiana? He went and watched the game.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that.
They're
That's
like,
cool.
wow.
He's pooping his pants. He's like, he's harmless.
Yeah, and he just throws a chair. He's had PTSD.
What if that's the thing that they always want you to do? You know how they always you're known for something. They go, come on, do it. And he's just
come on,
known
throw the
for
chair.
throwing chairs.
I love that shit, dude. That's how I would have coached, man. I would have been. I get
Johnny,
angry.
there
about
is a
referees.
little third world dictator in you. I could tell
Yeah,
where you
for
just
sure.
scorched the earth.
Well, I would definitely get teed up a lot for sure. I'd get kicked out.
You should coach Little League and just scream.
I
at people.
coach baseball.
I want to coach Little League. You think they'll let me?
Yeah, why not?
I don't have a kid.
Just don't cuss or yell conspiracies. You'll be good.
Goddamn lizard people!
They do background checks. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't for AYSO. I coached soccer. Not like
Were you
up
good
on
at
it.
soccer?
I was decent when I was younger, but I was coaching 5-year-olds. And
That's like herding cats, right?
Basically, yes. They run to one side, and then they start. Some of them will just sit
all
there
around the ball,
and,
right?
and pick up grass off the. Seriously, I'm dead serious. And then you tell them which way to run half the time, and if they go out of bounds, they might end up over the
Getting
swing
hit by a
set.
semi?
Oh,
Pet
possibly,
Cemetery style?
Possibly. It's insane.
I
It's
remember
really insane.
when I was that age, I played contact football, and
What?
big part of the drill. I was
Yeah, dude,
I was
back-
maybe like 9, and we had this drill where everybody gets in a circle and you just smash your helmets
Yeah.
head to head in each other
Yeah.
for about an hour. Can you imagine?
wonder
what
why
brain
we're
damage
slow.
we did? We had such violence in my high school after that too. It's because
Dude,
all the kids play football.
My gym coach used to have us do Fight Club.
What?
He would just be like, okay, circle around, Tripoli U, PJ Frigo, go.
We had a gym coach, right? And he didn't really know how to plan a day. So he made up this game called Zoom, where everybody just stood in a circle and turned to the person to their left and said the word Zoom.
What? What is that? How's that athletic?
It's nothing. For 30
Yeah.
minutes, we would just turn to the left and say
he
Zoom
said
while he
every-
smoked a cigarette.
What?
It was such fucking bullshit, man. And
was
then
so
in the same school,
funny,
I had a
dude.
gym coach who would. Did you ever do the thing where you lifted the parachute up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we sat inside, and then he would come out with this werewolf mask. Horrifying. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7-year-old
That really
kids.
is so scary.
And we would be terrified,
What a
crying.
weird-
And
this
the
is a
gym,
different coach?
He's like,
a
I'm
different
practicing.
coach. Yeah, same school, different
Practicing
coach.
for my blind date tonight.
Like, if somebody was doing that to my kid now, I'd kick his
I was
ass.
gonna
Yeah.
say he would
Did
get
you
in
see
trouble
where
now.
a teacher fed a puppy to a turtle in front of the
No, I
class?
heard about that.
What?
yeah.
And why'd you
this
smile on that?
science?
Does that sound good?
What just
is
it's so
going on?
fucking
It's
ridiculous.
so brutal. It's like, what the fuck, you fucking
Was
fuck
it alive?
fuck?
I didn't understand if it was alive. or not.
Yeah.
It was, okay.
What?
Circle of life.
No, it's not the circle of life. Turtles aren't eating fucking puppies naturally.
How big a fucking turtle is that?
I know, and how small was the puppy? I have questions.
It's a puppy,
gotta find
dog.
The puppy.
Yeah. Okay. So the NCAAs, I love the first 2 rounds, and then it starts losing a little bit of
Well,
its
here's a
luster.
video. It says giant snapping turtle
Yeah, it really
almost
does.
eats puppy.
Nope. Stop. I don't want to watch it.
No, we're not
Why
watching
do you
it.
bring up
Why
things
are
like
you
this?
bringing this up?
No,
No,
why
I'm
do you
not.
bring it up? Because then I want to see.
Here we go. Okay.
I don't
You
want
wanna
to see. I want
see?
to. I just have questions.
She was acquitted.
He
was acquitted.
That is so
Holy
weird.
shit, look at that turtle. That looks like something from
See?
Jurassic Park,
Now
dude.
Aaron knows how
Dude.
big the turtle is. Now I need to see how small the puppy is.
Why? What's wrong? I can't believe you're a
grievous
mother.
error in judgment.
I want to know what school to not send her
Oh
to.
my goodness. The witness said Crossland dropped the puppy into a tank where the turtle killed and ate
Yeah, what
it.
is that teaching?
The circle of life, I guess.
Stop.
What a piece of shit.
I'm still horrified by
He
your.
he first tried to feed the living puppy to a large snake.
Why a puppy?
failed
though? Like,
experiment.
why a puppy?
This guy just wanted to fucking kill a puppy.
And why
I
is
guess.
everybody in the crowd going, oh, is he going to do that? I'd be like, hey, fuckhead.
Dude, they're kids,
The
right?
kid should
Wasn't
have
it
I'll
kids?
fight him. I'll
Yeah,
fight him.
that-
Where is
that
he?
would scar
Find
a
his
kid.
social media. Tell him I want to fight him. Find what social media. Go
I
on
can't
social
find it.
media.
Hold on, I'm
He's
looking
gonna
for it.
Find
be-
his name. Find him on social media.
Robert
Tell him I want to
Crossland.
fight him.
Talk about making a difference in a kid's life. Let's
Hey,
just let's
fuckhead, I want to fight you.
Let's just feed
I'm
a
sure
puppy
he's disabled
to a
his
giant
social media.
turtle. That
He's getting destroyed. You know, after Harambe, people don't take this shit lightly anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not on.
Yeah, go hashtag him. Tell him we want. Oh, down there, Robert
No,
Crossland.
that could be anybody. We don't want to.
Well, tell him I want to fight him too.
it could be an insurance salesman from Idaho.
Guys, he's already suffering. He lives in Idaho.
That's him, that old man?
I'm gonna fucking
there he
shank
is.
that dude.
You'll kill him.
I know.
He looks.
What a piece of dude. Is there any way that guy's not a child molesting serial
There's
killer?
something wrong. There's
Look
something
at him.
off
It's
for
like,
sure.
hey, let's feed a puppy, shall we, kids?
Hey kids, do you
By
want
the
to get
way,
in my tanning
if
bed?
if you're not into the Book of Mormon, you're gonna burn like this puppy.
Look at that
I don't know,
guy.
that's like some Game of Thrones shit.
The
Just
tan
feeding
on that
animals.
man is.
Dude, by the way,
that's
this
he's
is a-
committed to something there.
Yeah, he's committed.
He
to
really is.
fucking committing felonies.
That's like some Lannister shit, man.
Really
feeding
is.
fucking
Oh,
puppies.
dude, this Sunday, are you excited?
Of course I'm excited. Yes, let's
It's
do it.
kind of
Game of
bittersweet,
Thrones.
where it's like you're excited for it, but you know every time it ends, that's
6
one
episodes,
less.
yeah.
That's one less of them, and then we're getting
it.
to the end.
6 weeks, we're done, forever.
Are you
Game of
sad
Thrones.
about that?
Well, they're gonna have spin-offs, but yeah, I'm sad. Sure.
They're gonna have spin-offs. That's the key.
Do you think HBO is going to continue to do that kind of production?
Well, there's a big thing in the news now that this is kind of the last big monoculture event. Is what they like the last show that we'll all watch together, and then after now it's just gonna be binge watching. You watch shit whenever it comes out. I can see that. Not because what's big is Game of Thrones. There's nothing that everybody's like, oh shit, it's appointment TV. We have to sit
My
down.
favorite thing is watching black people talk about Game of Thrones. And they're just like,
Where do you
why
do
do
that?"
people
Yeah,
like
why?
this?
Oh.
Oh, dude, there's
Why is this interesting?
yeah, that's
That's interesting. You bring that up though. That probably is one of those last shows. Even though
sports are the last place.
Let's hear this.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Either
What is
have I.
wrong with you,
I
Mike?
don't. I'm just not.
Mike,
into
what
that.
is wrong with
I'm
you?
not
Either
into
have I.
that.
Weren't you yelling at me?
Yeah.
There's
Because
two.
I've
two of
already
us.
probably yelled
I
at
think you would
about
like
it.
it. Actually.
Yeah. I mean,
Game of Thrones
Really?
is great. You should do it.
it's a lot, and that's part of the binge issue I have. Is I like to know what I'm getting into when I'm
Sexually.
binging, and sexually. Yes.
Okay.
I need it all spelled out. I don't want any people, jumping through windows.
Yeah. Oh,
You
that
know,
would
and I
be
live
weird.
behind a sex store, Romantics on
Really?
Lancashire, and I've seen
Oh,
some
dude, there's
crazy
some What have you
things.
seen, dude?
Well,
trans
okay.
just
Number-
fucking getting weird.
Number one.
Number one with power rank them. Number 3.
Okay, number 3 is the old rich guy.
Yeah.
Will park his car on the side of our street.
Yeah.
And walk over because he doesn't want that Mercedes.
Yeah.
Or that Audi in that parking lot.
Yeah.
When things go down.
Yeah.
Now, also too.
Number 2.
Number 2, when things fall down, they don't pick them up. It's fair game. I'm walking in the alley, again, walking my dog, not alley hopping.
Yeah.
And boom, bag falls down. Giant black dong. Giant black dong.
You dropped the
that we're
black
talking-
dong.
No, I'm walking
Somebody
the dog.
else did.
I see an individual. Bag breaks. Black dong. There it is. probably paid a good 30, 40 for a giant
And
black
nobody
bong.
picked it up.
That's not a
They're
cheap
like, just
thing.
keep
What?
walking.
They just walk away.
Walked away. So
Next time you
embarrassed.
see one,
so
get one for
embarrassed.
the
You
fight
see
nanny.
this all the time?
Stuff like this happens
So
all
weird.
the time.
Like,
and then you'll
you
have
already saw it. Just pick up your
Pick it
dildo
up
and go
and
in
give it
peace.
to her.
random couples are
That's
accepting
so
it too.
weird.
I see random couples going. I saw a guy before, a Dallas Cowboys fan, and I'm an Eagles fan, so I loved it. Going to romantics before a Cowboy game. I'm like, doing it Jerry's way, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but yeah,
Some
the
glory
stuff,
hole.
The stuff
What
that,
did he say?
yeah. Glory. How about them Cowboys? That's exactly the way he finishes it.
What's
with
number one?
Yeah, I could talk about this all day. What a great place to live. Just lurk out your
The
window
number
and
one,
see all the stuff.
you know, you get this mix match of like you have some homeless people that will try to go in, but
Suck
again,
your dick.
they haven't gone after me, so I guess I lose. But I like the different variations of people that go in there. I
Yeah.
think that is the main thing that, like, you'll have couples, you'll have the cowboy guy. The old guy thing, I think, is amazing because it's like, they're doing something.
You know what makes me sad is like, I look at these old guys and I'm like, so I never get over this. I'm always looking to get laid. And even as I'm getting unfuckable, I'm still
You're so horny.
trying to fucking hit it.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
The idea of going to a sex shop too, I really I applaud that because we could get anything on Amazon. You could get anything.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
They're making an appointment. Like I always say to our generation, like I miss going to Blockbuster because it was a thing.
Yeah.
I miss going to the record store because it's a thing. These people, their thing is getting freaking dongs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good.
They're making a thing. They're going there.
Yeah.
They're getting.
Can you buy dongs on Amazon?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
Look up horse dong. See if you can find a horse dong. They make those
doubt.
horse
I
dongs.
mean,
I
I
went in a
replica?
horse dong.
You
I
mean
went
like
in
a
there.
judge one?
Horse
I went
dong.
in there
See,
for a white
that's new
elephant.
thing. Look it up.
I went in there for a white elephant, went to the lady, said, okay, I have $30. I got to win this goddamn white elephant.
What's
but
a
what do
white
I have to
elephant?
do?
Look at that. You can get a horse dong. I'm going to get you that for Christmas.
I can't handle that.
You can
Jesus.
if you believe
Talk
in
about being
yourself.
I
propped
don't
up.
want to believe in myself in that
Believe in
sense. That's
yourself.
horrible.
You'll get a horse cock. I'm
Wow.
going to get you the big one,
It
too.
goes up
Horse
to her. Look at
suction.
it. It goes like up to
Yes.
like I'll die.
Believe in yourself.
It hurts my tummy.
Believe in
That's
yourself.
that's got to be for gay dudes mostly, right? That are into like the.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Oh my god.
It,
Who knows?
they open up a door to the
Who
universe.
knows?
You never know what's going to happen.
I'm doing Kegels. Like that disturbs.
Why?
me.
Why don't you
I
just
feel
go
like
get
my
it done?
vagina is gonna like
You know what
fall
you
out
should
of my
do?
body.
That
right
would
now.
mess you
Go
up.
and what they do is they got this new system where they just basically put a string around your vagina and then you can just pull it and it.
What, like the Crown Royal bag?
Wait, really? So it does it
Fucking
for
Crown Royal bag where you just.
It sounds like
That's
it sounds
the
like a
new
bad
thing.
Indiana
Pull it,
Jones
pull it.
trap.
This is my other favorite thing about him. He teaches me everything about like
What?
the
So
sex
based
world.
on
He
the
knows
man,
everything.
and what they leave the string, so based on the man you're
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can just kind of pull it a
he
little
can
tighter.
adjust it. He can adjust it.
Hey, kids.
You can ask for what
So we
extra
don't-
stitches, right?
we don't
when
have
you're- when
them
you have
for
a baby,
much
isn't that how that
longer.
works?
I have another half hour.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's get into the two things you want to talk about. We're going to get in some. This section of the show is brought to you by BetDSI. BetDSI for all your betting needs. Go to BetDSI, use the promo code PUNCH25, and you'll get $25 bet in cash. And they will match any deposit you make up to $500.
That's great.
Yeah, dude. Did you bet on the tournament at all?
Here we go. So I've been doing my other personality is Jagstradamus. I've got 2 crystal balls. I can see into the future. Basically, I'm going to teach you guys a little thing. This is the best time to get into the betting game.
Yeah.
Degenerates, casuals. It's about the spring. Spring is in the air.
All right.
So is the NBA playoffs.
yes.
Okay.
NBA
So
playoffs.
I'm gonna let
and the feelings all around.
you sing it. I'm going to let all of your gamblers go to this site and let them know how to make money on them this weekend. Game ones.
God, I wish you had like shady
Game ones.
mirror glasses.
Next time.
Right? Like you're
next
from
time I'm
Vegas.
bringing my crystal balls
Yeah.
and I'm getting a hat.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't have time to
Yes.
do that. I'm going to do that. I'm not Cousin Sal. I'm Jagstradamus. And
Jagstradamus.
Jagstradamus is going to tell you NBA playoffs this week. Game ones. Game ones,
Game
bet
ones.
all the unders. All the unders. Vegas has not adjusted. Okay? So you're able to get on those lines based off the regular
Why are
season.
you saying that,
Why am I
Jackson
saying that?
Damas?
The game slows down. The game slows down in the playoffs. You have two teams that are going to be against each other for maybe 2 weeks. And Vegas has not adjusted yet. There's an NFL one we'll get to later come NFL time.
Yes.
But this is the easy one to look
Are you going to
at.
sleep here until the NFL season, and then we'll bring you out
No,
for this?
because I'll come back for the NBA playoffs.
Oh,
and
shit.
Through it. So that's my thing. Find a number of game ones, just bet the unders,
Bet the unders.
and live on that.
Live off the unders on all game one series.
Another thing I want to look at
Even
too,
against the Warriors.
yes, because they'll blow someone out first game. Boom. So that's what you're thinking. One, they're adjusted higher because we've had such a crazy season in the NBA with scores in general. Vegas is not on top of it. So go to your website. It's a quick plug for you, and make that happen. Also, if you're trying to bet any favorites in the playoffs, again, we don't know who's matching up.
Right.
Live gambling is something you probably want to do once one of the favorites gets down.
Speaking of a gambling, please welcome to the show, Brian Redban.
Good morning, Sunshine.
Hi, Brian, off his packs. Brian, this is Mike Jaglin. This is Brian Redban.
Nice to meet you.
We're doing
You're talking numbers here.
Yeah, we're
Talking
talking.
numbers.
We got number band here. First of all, and we'll get
Number
right
band.
back to this. Congratulations on your sold out show last night.
Oh, yeah.
The energy in the room is amazing.
It was fun, man. It was really good.
Watching the ascent of Kill Tony has been amazing to watch, and you deserve it. You've launched so many podcasts, and it's good to see that yours is like going out and selling out everywhere, man.
Yeah, it's great, man. I'm blessed. We're about to do this huge tour also, so it's that helps a lot.
You guys
know?
go cool places too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a traveling freak circus,
Yeah, it's great.
and it's great. Are you excited about NBA playoffs? Talk about what's
I
number
love
band's
hockey.
thinking.
Yeah, you know, I'm not ready yet.
All right. Get in the mode. So go. So we got bet the unders on the first games.
First game unders, and then we're looking at if one of the favorites is down in the game, go. They have a live bet mechanism, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go get that team that you like at that price. Another thing I love about this weekend, it's the Masters weekend.
Yes.
Okay. I know I'm that guy, but I made $550 off a $10 Patrick Reed bet. last year.
$550
Okay.
from $10.
Yeah, I hit 2 of the majors last year on what I call the lunch money bet. What are you having for lunch, Sam? What do you
Probably
have?
some sort of Armenian food.
How much is that going to run you?
Probably
Zanku.
probably about 13, 14.
Okay, well, it's a lunch money bet.
Yeah.
You could have that and just, take your freaking
Are you saying
IV
don't
of
eat?
Red Bull
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
and do a lunch money bet.
Yeah.
There are some very, very good guys to target.
Talk to us.
Okay? Stay away from Tiger.
Stay away from Tiger.
away from Tiger.
Unless
Do
you're
you
a
want-
Waffle House waitress.
Okay? Stay away from Rory. There's a lot of money going there. If you're going to go near some of the favorites, I'm a big fan of Justin Thomas,
Yes.
who won the PGA.
Yeah.
You could put a 10 on him
Right.
to win 180, 100.
Which
You know,
one's
if-
banging Wayne Gretzky's hot daughter?
Oh, Dustin Johnson. He's a favorite too. I don't like him.
I don't
he's
like- why?
long.
'Cause he
He's
does a
long
lot
on the
of
sack,
coke.
and he's long. On the course. Not a big fan of him. I like Justin Thomas and John Rahm as those favorites right there. Now,
Any powerful Indians? What happened to great Indian golfers?
well, I mean, you could go get Louis Ostaken
Oh,
4,000, and I do like that a lot.
Yeah.
Phil's plus 4,000 too.
Yeah.
So those are two to kind of target there. And that second range, I'm a big fan of Tommy Fleetwood. He's been
Yeah.
on the verge. Again, $10 will win you $250.
Yeah.
100, 2,500. It's the lunch money bet.
Lunch money
You
bets.
look at the lunch money bet for any type of like golf early with like if you would have done Texas Tech per se as a lunch money bet.
wanted to.
That would have paid.
Yeah.
So those are some things that Jackson Damas likes to look into. Again, the live gambling is
Can
huge.
you send us some of your picks and we'll post them?
Yes, but the
we'll
main
see.
thing is, again, with this weekend, with the NBA playoffs, first game unders. Vegas has not adjusted. So,
You heard it here. Vegas is not adjusted. First game unders, man.
okay.
What's a sportsman thinking?
Are we talking bet Your sponsor?
DSI.
Yeah, Bet DSI. God
Bet
damn it.
DSI for all your
Thank
betting
God it was
needs.
the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was, I love Bet DSI.
Yeah.
Did you? But speaking of betting,
Talk to me.
I would never have bet that Lonzo Ball signed with CAA.
Oh,
Could you-
really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
what were you thinking? William Morris?
Yeah, I was
Endeavor?
thinking more of a WM guy. You
Yeah,
know?
right.
But-
No, we thought you'd think though he would have signed with Clutch.
yeah.
I think that was.
Well, I think a lot of people
yeah,
thought that.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
maybe they don't want him there next year, so why would you sign with Clutch?
They're like, you're gonna end up in Charlotte.
Well, I'm happy for him because that kid's a great player, and his dad fucked him, and I'm happy that he took his own fucking the rails and is controlling his career. That kid's good. If on the right team, he's gonna kill it.
Yeah, he's good. I
He's
think
good.
SGA is better than him.
I think SGA is good too, but I think Alonzo Ball is good. He's more traditional. Redban, what's getting you excited in sports right now?
Oh, jeez.
So much stuff, right?
So much
You
stuff.
probably can't focus with just working this giant thing you have going on.
No, I just woke up honestly 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes
Oh, yeah,
ago.
you live right here. I'm like, how were you on time? I was so impressed.
I did the old snooze and like, why did I set my alarm for? And then I'm like sleeping again, and I'm like, wait a second, I had something to do. Yeah.
Dude, what a great life you live when you can sleep till noon, dude.
Dude, that's early. What are you talking about?
What time do you usually sleep till?
Well, last night I was up pretty late.
Doing what?
Watching
Watching Japanese anime?
I got a facial.
What does that mean? Someone beat off in your face?
No, I do a nightly thing with like the oils and stuff and the things under your eyes and like the lotion and stuff. My girl
has
does it.
no
my
wrinkles,
wife has
though.
got me
Yeah.
into those big time.
Yeah, it's
like
great.
She goes to Ulta or wherever.
Face care.
Yeah, it's great. Sunday night, it's like you take
Yeah,
care of
it's
yourself.
Pamper Yourself Day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pamper
Self
yourself.
Sunday.
You
know?
don't do anything to pamper yourself?
No, dude, I'm just naturally fucking smoking.
Wow.
I'm a big fan of this.
I do. So yeah, you get the
I gotta start
acid.
doing it.
You
I
get all
gotta
this
start
stuff
doing
on
it, dude, for sure.
Yeah, there's these great things you can buy on Amazon. These gold
I love
collagen
those.
little things for your eyes, and it feels good. You put them on, and it helps with like
I
circles.
think a whole Red Band cosmetic line.
If that was like what
blow
your Instagram
You
was,
could kill with that.
so
would
funny.
blow
You could
up
honestly-
male cosmetics.
You
Hey.
could go into Middletown, America, and say, "Fuck it, it is cool."
Yeah, it is
I-
cool to
I
be
agree.
girly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It is cool to be foo-foo.
It is.
It is.
People
it's
just
your
don't want to admit
face.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your face.
It's your face.
Yeah, you brush your teeth, but you have your mouth half shut half the
Yeah,
time, you know.
yeah.
But your face is always
Yeah,
open,
dude,
you know?
for sure.
It's a package.
Face
It's a
is
package.
always
It's
so
part
fun.
of it.
Yeah.
Clean your face up, man.
Yeah. It
Be
is.
a man and have a clean face.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with being shiny.
You have somebody come to your house to cut your hair, which I think is amazing.
No,
you?
I go to my hair. I have this one hairstylist,
Right.
And wherever she cuts hair, I follow her around because she goes places like we want you to go full time. She's like fuck you, and she moves on. So now I just go to her house and she cuts my hair. But she lives in like Inglewood. Have you been to Inglewood lately?
Yeah, not on purpose.
It's really nice.
What?
Well, they're building that
It's
stadium.
really nice.
Oh, the stadium.
I'm really, dude. You go down. The houses are fucking nice.
Oh, so what they call it? White stormed it?
No, it's called gentrification.
Oh yeah. I thought that was.
Yeah, and the black people get so mad. They're like, yeah, it's fucking gentrification. You mean we're cleaning it up and it's nice and nobody's getting shot at night? Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're saying? Why'd everybody get quiet on that?
We just don't want to touch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to. I've only been here 10 minutes. I want to get caked off.
Red Band.
I have to get a timeout or something.
What else is going on? Tell us about your Tesla, dude.
Oh yeah, just got a Tesla. That's badass.
Are you just loving it?
It's really is.
Does
Amazing.
it drive itself?
It does drive itself,
Is that
and it
weird?
helped me a lot last night.
Oh, I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy that you're not driving drunk. I'm happy.
I know, it's great. No, it's really cool. It's so neat because you buy a car, after a couple of years, it starts feeling outdated, right? This car wakes like once a month or so. You get an update, and it just gives you a new feature, and it keeps it fresh. Like there's this new one that
It's an
has
iPhone.
Yeah, it's exactly like it. Like I just got this thing called dash cam where it makes a dash cam out of all the cameras that are on your car. So like if you get in a car accident, you just push a button and it saves the last 10 minutes of your ride. And so it's constantly recording.
What is this, Russian vids? Have you ever watched Russian vids?
Oh, definitely.
There's so many times because insurance-wise, people try to get in crashes, so
Yeah.
you have to have webcams.
Right. Yeah, and it happens all the time. People like jump on your hood and like act like you hit them. This has not only the front camera, but it has the 2 side cameras. So it's great, and it's got this new thing called Sentry Mode, where if you park your car and anyone gets near a car, it turns on the big screen that's in the Tesla. It says, "Hey, you're being recorded right now," and it has Hal from like the red dot Hal.
Yeah.
And it records all the cameras. So if somebody's trying to break in your car, not only are they like, "Oh shit, I'm being recorded," but it also sends you like an alert, like, "Hey, you're being recorded."
This woman was caught keying this guy's Tesla by the
Oh yeah.
Sentry Mode.
Yeah, see, this woman's getting out of her car, and behind her, like her butt, you could see her reach back and key this guy's car.
Why is she keying it?
Because some people just like
Just 'cause?
hate Teslas,
Okay.
dude.
People hate life.
Yeah,
Let's just
weirdo.
be honest.
Yeah, but she's with her kids. So while she's putting her kids in the car, she's reaching back and keying
That's
this
so
car.
weird.
So this Sentry Mode that they just updated it with, not only did the guy see this, this woman got arrested. This mom got arrested because of this new mode, and this was just updated.
Fucking
like last
mom,
week.
single mom.
I wouldn't do that. And first of all, I'm not
You're
a
wearing the
single
same
mom.
shirt,
but
by the way.
I just said that's weird that she's. I was like, why is she doing that? That's so weird.
All of these crimes of like people stealing, breaking into cars, or stealing cars in general, it's all backfired. Like you're screwed now.
Yeah.
You're there's no way you're going to be on camera somewhere. If you get in that car, freaking the eye in the sky is going to have you on the news in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You're screwed.
I've gotten
It's
away
not a
from
win-
a police chase. Hey, do you have cameras inside the
I like how
car
he's
so
just
when
like,
you
we're
shoot
not
your
gonna talk
Japanese
about
porn?
that.
There is
Asian
cameras
porn.
inside, but right now there hasn't been an update to use those cameras yet. So, but
You
that's
have
the
the
best
number
thing.
top shelf one, right? You went big.
I went the SUV one, yes. Which just because of the doors. One time, speaking of Tiffany Haddish, who was on Kill Tony last night, she has one of these cars. And I was on the fence about buying one, and then one night she did the dance thing where you can make it dance. I don't know if have you seen that?
What?
She calls it Beyonce mode. Teslas have this mode where
She has a Tesla too?
yeah, she has the same one, and you can make it dance where the doors flop open and the side mirrors start. It looks like it's possessed. Anyway, she did it once in the parking lot of the Comedy Store, and I was so blown away by it that I was like, that night I drunkenly purchased it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get one of them too. And then next morning I wake up, I'm like, oh.
How much did that cost you?
Who cares? It's way more than like a drunk Amazon purchase.
Yeah, I mean, I go and buy like T-shirt jerseys.
I know, yeah,
jerseys,
like, yeah, I
or
know.
Or go to StubHub and,
What?
and here you're buying cars.
Yeah.
Watch this. It's a Tebow just sent it. It's a baseball celebration. Watch this.
Okay.
Watch this.
I gotta grab each other. Yep. I knew that was coming. Now, what is that? You know, I know that everyone at the Comedy Store
Called
does
a
it.
hot cock sandwich.
Yeah.
What?
The cock
Guys
flop.
are so weird.
Guys aren't
it's-
weird.
It is weird.
You
You
guys
all-
like grab each other's tits and stuff.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
put
you
fingers
do.
in each
Some
other's
girls,
butts.
some girls do,
But
but not all
if Joe
of them.
Biden did this, he wouldn't be. The world would end. okay,
yeah,
the
Biden
world
did
would
it.
end.
But Joe Biden has done that.
What now? All right. What do you guys think about that? Because I get like he's such an interesting person where he's like holding girls and like smelling them
Yeah,
like
for
these little
sure.
kids.
He's creeper.
He is a little creeper, but I mean, it's also is it an innocence? Like I had a
creeper.
grandfather that he would just give you a big hug. And any kid, he loved kids, but not in that way. But
No, it's and that's the problem. Is I feel like we're stuck in this place of like he offended them. He went.
Right.
No, he's an old man that has been passionate. Like
Yeah.
he'll go hug guys.
Dude,
and
he's a
kiss people on it.
creeper.
You can call him
You're
a creeper.
holding on to
but he's not
it.
breaking laws.
right.
He's a creeper.
He's not like inviting people back to
See
the
how he's
hotel
holding
room and
that
just petting
baby?
their heads.
Just fucking. Did you see that?
What?
Like just straight up hold the baby like crotch.
You agree though, Redban?
Yeah,
right?
I agree. with you.
Are you going to Red Band for political takes?
Yeah, well, he brings.
No,
up-
I
we-
get it.
we
It's
get
like
it.
you could look at anything, like especially how they slow it down, and they're
He's
showing
a
him.
creeper,
This, like,
dude. He's a creeper. He's a creeper. Do you have any videos of the Teslas dancing?
oh yeah. Yeah. You could if you type in Tesla dancing Tesla. There we go. So this was an Easter egg. There's a lot of Easter eggs on here, and this is while it's doing the commercial. You could also do.
Dude, why does it's so weird? Do you like?
You guys can afford YouTube Premium here, right? So you skip the commercials. It's like $9 a month, maybe.
No, dude. Every buck matters.
But if you turn on I don't know if there's sound, but it also has a song that it plays, and it starts flashing its lights and doing all this shit, and then once like halfway through this. It will start opening its doors and dancing.
It plays.
Isn't this looks like a bird mating fucking dance.
Yeah.
It plays "Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car." Literally.
I believe I can fly.
Exactly.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Is this when the robots come to kill us?
Yeah. Yeah, so I saw this in the parking lot. Tiffany was dancing, and she kept on calling it her Beyonce mode and thanking Tyler Perry. She goes, "Thank you, Tyler Perry. Thank you." Yeah, but it's fun to do, man. It freaks people out too, like that. Like if you're in like a grocery store parking lot, and it starts. Then now the side mirrors start dancing and shit like that. And this is just an Easter egg. Another one is like they have the whoopee cushion mode, where you can put a whoopee cushion, a virtual whoopee cushion, on any of the seats. So if somebody sits in, it goes. Like or you can have the turn signal become farts and.
So there's a red band that works at Tesla.
Oh yeah, it's called. His name's Elon Musk. He's like you'll never see Ford have it. Oh, we want to do a dance mode on our Ford Explorer. No, like this is like
everybody in NorCal has Teslas. They're just everywhere.
Oh, it's growing pretty
They're
big.
everywhere.
I love it. More, please, more.
It was fucking great.
And it's really great because like if you go to Whole Foods or like the mall. You get to charge your Tesla for free or any electric car, and you always get like the best parking spots. It's like the handicap spots. You always see those spots like saved for electric vehicle. Well, now I get to park there, and you don't have to find parking. It's always like a handicap stall.
Dude, imagine if you were a handicapped person with a Tesla. You could park in the store. You wouldn't even have to.
They probably that Tesla probably comes with a jetpack or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that.
I mean,
yeah,
we're
like,
almost to fucking Transformers. That's almost Bumblebee right there.
Yeah. And it's great because, you know, the most popular, newest Tesla is only $35,000, and then you get some tax breaks like $5,000 or $7,000.
But is it like fast? I mean, like
it's faster. That can beat a Lamborghini. Like it's one of the fastest cars, and that's not even one of the faster cars. If you type in Tesla versus, you'll see Porsches, Lamborghinis, and shit like that. Like the Model 3, the one I'm talking about.
That's Steve Ranzizi got that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
but it doesn't have as long of a charge.
Huh? It has has 310 miles for the Model 3. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty long.
Can I buy it so it gets as much as you do, like yours?
Huh?
Can I buy the cheap one but with an upgrade of like super long battery?
Yeah, you could buy it with super long battery or super fast. So this one I think is one of the only cars that he doesn't beat. The one that you chose, but
oh Jesus!
But it gets close.
Still look at it.
Yeah, and like you're thinking an SUV versus a Lamborghini, it can't even become close. But this one's actually close. My car does like 0 to 60 in like I think 4 seconds or 5 seconds.
By the way, every guy that owns that car looks like that. Am I right, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen that car pull up next to you? It's
like,
always that fucking.
And
looks like your brother. It's your brother.
Or Jay Leno.
But yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, like how fast these cars are.
Dude, Middle Easterns love Lambos, bro.
Mm-hmm. And they love it when it has like metal green.
Dude, did I tell you I saw a bike cop trying to pull over a Maserati the other day?
No.
It was so fucking funny, and the guy driving it was laughing. Because he just
So he just
saw these guys
ditched him?
Hey, pull over! And they were just hauling. And I couldn't stop laughing. And they saw me laughing. And they had a second do we want to go kick the shit out of this guy or try to pull this car over? And
Did he ditch him? The
No,
car?
they went after. They kept trying to get him.
You
It
should
was
have followed.
So
Just
fucking funny, dude.
And they're gonna get him.
No, I mean they probably got the license plate,
Yeah.
so eventually they're gonna get him.
Do that Lamborghini Aventador versus all right, no, the one below. I'm sorry, the. Is that a race? I guess not. Who cares? Well, all right. Anyways, you can find it.
Do you think now when you're driving, do the ladies in LA stare at you, going, "Who's driving that Tesla?"
Well, LA is a little different because so many people I've noticed. Once you have a Tesla, you realize that there's so many Teslas out here. You just don't notice them until you you open your eyes. But no, it's what's really
Oh shit, he beat it.
yeah.
Holy shit,
Dude,
Like it took off on then the Tesla's like, oh, we're racing. Boom, we caught him.
Yeah, because it's instant on. There's no gears. There's no like, it's just like on or off. There's one gear. So and what's crazy is it bugs all these people that have these like $200,000 cars. Like, what a fucking Tesla, you know? But it's great.
The nerds win again, dude. The nerds win again.
They always win.
Dude, they're about to release this Roadster, and if you type in like Tesla Jay Leno, this new Roadster is so fucking fast. And Jay Leno takes a ride for it. You know, Jay Leno's a car guy, like gas head.
I might have worked on this. I worked on a few.
He
seasons
worked with
of
him,
this.
dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
And I think this was last season they shot this.
Yeah. Now this one near the middle end, around there.
Oh, that's it? It's like a Porsche looking.
Yeah.
They made a
It's
Porsche
more of a
looking.
Boxster, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think
This is
that's
it.
gonna run?
I think this is $200,000.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You're like, listen, we know you don't want all the peasants
What?
having it. Here you go.
But look how fast. I don't know if you already took a ride for it. There's a part where he takes a ride for it, and it feels like you're on a roller coaster, like because it's just instant on power. It's like it takes the breath out of you.
How long till Rogan has one of these?
Yeah, and the steering wheel. I'm sure he's already pre-ordered. The steering wheel looks like something from like a video game. Like, look at that little like Tron or something like.
Hey, how many cars does
Jay
Rogan have? Do you know?
comfortably sitting
What's that?
How many cars does Rogan have?
I think about 5 or 6. Look, it's like it is so fast, man. This is going to be the funnest. You're going to see this car all over the place
I
on
want to ask
Sunset.
you something.
Yeah,
What is up with these cars blowing up?
blowing up.
Teslas have known to blow up.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Are you confused with Samsung
No,
phones?
I'm-
Yeah,
been
there might be
multiple
one
things
or
that have
two,
blown up.
but
Yeah.
there's the only video I know that kind of is like that. There was a video of somebody filming a Tesla on the side of the road on fire, where it like got in an accident or something like that. But it's not really a known thing of blowing up. Yeah, they're actually super safe.
Can you even hear his answer? Because you're just reading text messages.
I can.
That's
I
what he
can.
does. He asks, and then
Oh,
he's
it's
like,
in the
"Oh,
it's
did
in the
I
logo.
did I ask you something?"
Even in the logo, he has his phone. A punch
Dude,
drunk.
I'm working. Jack,
you
you gotta take
asked.
off.
Yeah, it's that time. It's acupuncture.
Jack.
Oh, you gotta get some acupuncture.
Yeah, acupuncture and cupping.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Oh, cupping I can't do.
I like it. I went to the chiropractor for the first time yesterday. That
Yeah.
was something.
You know, I've always wanted to go, but then I've heard that it's kind of iffy if it even like helps you, and if you don't go to a good one, you could fuck yourself up. They could fuck you up.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's kind of
just
like
Asian people in general.
pseudo.
Exactly. You
They
know?
can fuck you up
Yeah.
if you don't go to a good one. Look at that. Look at this crotch grabbing motherfucker.
It's a baby. Do you think he's going? Yeah, I'll get a taste of this, baby.
Yeah. Oh, well, I
See,
mean,
that's a
we've talked
perfect
about-
example of
Yeah.
like
Fucking
people.
creeping baby. Creeping
and that's the problem.
baby.
You have all these
He's
Democrats
a
now pinning
creeper.
against the
creeping
Biden people.
baby, super creepy.
And I also love
and
it.
By the way, his son,
Yeah.
he's never gonna get even close to presidency. His son is so shady, it's unbelievable. And listen, Trump's shady too. I'm totally with you on that. But
They're all flawed.
They all
They're
are
all
bad.
flawed.
They're all bad,
and you want to? The one thing this president's taught us: if you make a goddamn mistake, just fucking go through it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what you should do in life.
You-
Look-
everyone's caught
Hi.
up. Why should he apologize
Make
for
out with
something
me,
he didn't
baby.
do? Why should Biden apologize for something that he didn't
make
break a law?
out with me, baby.
Well, this is he did. Put
That's
his tongue in that
amazing.
baby.
That's
I-
amazing.
I've seen
That's
that baby wanted.
He's in good hands. That baby.
You're a good head.
If you were a baby, I'd make out with you if you were a baby.
Look, see that he's just this is what they do in church. Like he's just doing church. Look, I see he's a baby too.
Biden being Biden.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm a baby. Let me taste you, baby.
Oh God, that's so he needs a disinfectant.
Are you a Gerber?
Mike Jaglin, come
All right,
back
guys.
again.
I'll
Let's
be
do
back
some
soon.
more.
I've got a
Good
month
to see you.
off.
Go
Bye.
enjoy your faggotry.
Oh,
I
hey.
will love it. I will love it.
Welcome back to the show. Out of the penalty box, Johnny Woodard, everybody. Johnny.
Where's Ari been?
You woke up really quickly, by the way.
Huh?
Like when you came in, I could tell you were tired, but you're like,
The drugs
fine,
kicked in.
That was, what are you taking?
Take it, sir.
Adderall?
I snort some Adderall
Yeah.
before I. No, I don't.
Yeah.
You like to crush it up and snort it?
I used to do that like 12 years,
I
15
wish
years
Red Bull
ago.
would come up with that snortable.
Oh yeah,
That'd be so great to snort Red Bull.
yeah.
Just be like,
You could get all your urges out that
Yeah.
way.
This is early for me too, by the way.
Yeah, this guy stays up to like 7 in the morning listening to his neighbors fuck.
I do too, man.
You told me that where you're like,
No,
I
no,
can't tell
but
which one
not-
it is.
I'm not
so I
listening to
just
them.
jerk off randomly.
No, you made
at
that
all the
part up.
windows.
That's your part that you
Yeah,
added.
that's what it's called. It's called the comedy show.
I remember when I was a kid, my neighbors, we lived in an apartment, and the people next to me would fuck. And as a kid, I would like try to listen, get the cups and stuff like that. And then I started like with a screwdriver.
Horse cock?
No, I started like trying to slowly dig like a
my
prisoner, like in my wall, and like and I'll hide it behind this picture. And my mom would come in. What are you doing? And then like when I would sleep, I'd like pull it aside and like dig more. And then I hit like a firewall, and I didn't know it was a firewall. I was like, "There's a hard part." I could never get through that part, so I started getting hard. The hole used to be like the size of a baseball, and then finally my mom saw all the powder on the ground. I was like, "Was my son doing coke?" And I, it was just drywall.
The
And then
Shawshank
How
Redemption
did
of
you
jerking
explain
off.
that when she's like, why did you do this?
And did you end up sticking your dick through that hole?
No. I don't know how I explained it
you-
either. I should.
I guess just 'cause
ask
you're a
my
boy.
mom.
Call your
like-
mom. Let's ask her what.
Mom, remember?
Hey, where in Ohio are you from?
Columbus,
Are you gonna? Oh, dude, so is in Tony.
Youngstown, which is a little north.
Youngstown's shady, dog.
Yeah. That's that's the
Youngstown
Italians, the Hinchcliffes. Hey, what do stuff like that.
Dude, Ohio outside of Columbus, is the shadiest. It's like ghetto country. I call
Oh
it.
yeah, absolutely. It's
Hood farmer.
a lot of farming. Yeah, a lot of.
Hood farmers.
Well, I'm not hood.
Dayton, you ever been to Dayton?
No,
dude?
Dayton's
That's
fucked
straight up like
Yeah.
fucking Bloods and Crips of fucking farming.
it's
dog.
like Detroit.
They're shit. What?
What?
They're shady, dude.
Okay.
They scare. I did a Dayton Funny Bone once, and I thought I was gonna get my ass kicked by these guys. I had a nice Hugo Boss jacket, and I was just hanging out at this bar, and I was just kind of looking down at my phone. I look up, 3 dudes are around me, and they're just going,
Yeah.
nice jacket. Give me
What
a
year was
jacket. I
it?
go, what are you gonna give me? I go, give me that dumb watch. He goes, this? You couldn't afford this fucking watch. And dude, I'm like, I'm about to get
Wow.
fucking jumped like
Yeah.
fucking lynching style.
Yeah, it's
and then
a
this
bunch
chick had to
stupid
come up and fucking
That's
stop
weird,
the
man.
fuck.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dayton. You've heard a long time ago. I did a bit about being at a strip club with a woman with a fake butt, and she sits on my face and rides my face. That was Dayton. Like they're just anything happens in Dayton.
Fake asses, by the way.
They are the worst.
What?
It doesn't work. When you go to your lady meetings, tell them we don't enjoy the fake butts.
Yeah.
You look like Ninja Turtles.
There's a
You
couple.
just walk
of them.
around with fucking turtle shells.
I'm on your side.
Yeah.
It looks so dumb, man.
It
If you're gonna
does.
do that, try the pants out first with the
Yeah.
ass support, just to make sure.
It just doesn't look good because you got your legs and then just this turtle shell.
Yeah.
Start looking it up.
I like a good ass, like a big.
And then
fake
why do you
one,
date
though?
Asian chicks?
Huh? No, what's
There's a
funny
good
though is that I had never
Like that-
appreciated a big ass, until as an adult. But like looking back, my grandmother would have been the best Instagram model ever because she had the biggest ass in the world. But that was
Yeah,
before
but
the time.
there's a difference between a fat ass and a big
Is
ass.
there? I don't know.
See that doesn't fit her body.
It just doesn't look good.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
God.
That's what that fucking looks like.
Can you imagine like a huge? That's not even a big ass.
What?
I'm trying to find a good.
Where's
ass
your
right
next?
here.
Where's your next gig?
We are in West Nyack, New York this weekend. Thursday, Kill Tony, and then comedy shows all weekend.
So what's it go? Like Tony headlines, you feature, and then you do a big like what? An early show or a late show? Kill Tony.
We used to do late show Kill Tony, but then we were like, that's something. Early. We used to do early Kill Tonys and then do stand up, but you can't. It's hard to follow that, man, because that's such a craziness. And then try to do stand up comedy after
the
that.
same show?
We used to do 2 shows in a row, and usually everyone would stay for the second show or buy tickets
Oh yeah,
for
you
the
gotta
second
flip
show.
it.
This is the kind of ass I like. Look at this girl. I don't know if you know this girl. If you follow this
Is
girl,
that a real tits?
that's not real
Dude,
tits.
you like
Are you for
that?
real?
No, this is
Those
this
tits
is
are
crazy.
horrible.
This is,
Like that?
This is
That's
something
such
I
a bad body.
Gross.
If you go into Allie Grace
Gross.
or here,
Gross.
type that in. I don't know if you can.
Gross.
Even,
I gotta pee real quick.
This woman has the craziest boobs,
going, guys. You
and if you follow
Those
her on
boobs are horrible.
Instagram,
Yeah.
it's so funny. She's like Sunday, she's like at church and like or late for church, and she's just like you can imagine her walking into the church.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It must be painful, right? Carrying around those boobs.
Yes.
That's what I would think.
Yes.
How heavy those things have to be.
Look at that shit. That I mean,
Ooh.
that's just
You like
nuts.
that butt too? You're not joking.
No, I like a big butt. But
Ew,
like I definitely don't
no.
like this. This
That's
looks like a really
horrible.
bad Photoshop. It doesn't even look. It really does. It does. It's like I'm learning how to Photoshop. You're not getting your head like head's too small and like it looks like something from Reddit right
That's
there.
exactly
you know?
what it looks like.
That's
Yeah.
so ugly. I can't get over it. I can't get over that. That's even possible to
It must be
expand your
painful,
skin
right?
that much.
Like, how does she not have stretch marks all over?
I don't know how
That's
is that even
crazy.
possible. What's crazy at being a guy, of course, you sat there and like, I wonder if there's any naked pictures of her. Right? And so I Google it, and then fuck yeah, there is. There's some naked pictures of her. But look at these kids. I mean,
has kids?
she's resting. Oh yeah, she's resting her boobs
Oh, look,
on
this
her.
is
kid.
Throwback Thursday.
See, that looks way
That looks
better.
way better.
Way better.
Yeah, but
And then, like boobs like that make you look fat when you're not fat. Like she's not fat, but she
Yeah.
looks huge.
Yeah,
Like,
she,
what is
but she got flat stomach, but these
yeah.
massive mammaries.
yeah, my half sister has this boob disease. Like I forget what it's called, where you're boobatitis, or where she was born. She was born with boobs that big, like this big, like where.
I don't think that's a disease.
No, it really is. If you Google boob, oversized boob, I don't know, medical. I have no idea. But like she had to go to like Sears and get bras made for her, like
shit.
When
like
she was like a little kid.
yeah, and
Sad.
she still has it to this day. And they couldn't.
Macromastia.
Yes, and they couldn't record, or they couldn't fix it because I forget why. You can't really fix it. I don't know why. But this poor girl always looked like she was fat growing up.
Yeah.
But it was just so much boob that they had to, strap it in so it just looked like she
Well,
was
this
fat.
this has got to be like body dysmorphia, right? Where you can't see yourself.
Yeah, this is.
'Cause look at
properly
her
done.
face. Look at her cheeks. That's like
God.
cheek
Yeah.
implants, nose job, lip implant. Like she's just
Look at this.
Look at
special.
God.
It looks like a Jenga tower, where you just got some of the
Oh,
bricks sticking out in the front.
That
I mean-
really would have such bad back issues.
How does she get on a goddamn roller coaster?
I don't
She can't.
know.
She
She
doesn't,
can't
yeah.
do the fine things in life.
And to think,
Look at that.
I know, and to think these boobs are with a bra. I want to see them just unleashed.
Just down like
God.
past.
Like Kim
your waist,
Kardashian's got
way
nothing
down.
on her, really.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would love to just fuck around like an hour, just get to like do whatever to her. What would you do? Like sit down on one of them and spin around in circles like a kid? Like I don't know how.
So
I'd be
bad.
scared to pop them. Look at 'em on the left. I would take the one on the left more than the one on the
Yeah.
right. I don't know.
They're
But
perfectly round, dude. Look at that.
They
They're
look
perfect.
like beach balls.
They really do. They're perfectly round.
God.
Stomach is fake.
Like
It's just like you're just bored of life.
she should paint them like soccer balls for the World Cup. It
That
look
would be
amazing.
great, and just hold him like she's like, I got the balls, guys.
Is that really like? Would you like? Oh, I can hit that. Would you want to hit that?
I mean, for like
I'm not even sure Well,
Just a
it had to
Oh.
be from the front because I'm
She's
not
in
even
her
sure I could get there.
50s.
Available for escort. I want to watch her and Johnny fuck.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah,
nose
we'll
is
let you do that.
horrible.
Yeah.
Would you let me do that?
No,
if I
fuck,
paid for it?
absolutely
not.
I'd put
Look at this lucky
$1,000
kid.
on her to bang you.
Imagine
I
seeing
could-
that.
Oh, this
This
is like
is not-
Venice
this is
Beach.
not
That
appealing to
belongs
me.
in Venice
Present
Beach.
video. I want to see that
Okay,
video.
yeah,
Her
let's
just
do it.
walking around. Let's see this.
Yeah, the reactions have got to be.
Oh my God! One's like bigger, like.
Wait, is she in a
higher.
burqa? Oh, she's in a
Yes.
burqa.
That
They're
looks
both-
ridiculous.
I mean,
like,
look-
get a
Which one's
custom-made
more
bathing
ridiculous?
suit to like.
Which one? Big
The one on
tits
the
or
left.
the
The one on
ninja?
the left is more ridiculous.
Yeah, big tits is ridiculous.
Oh my
Big
God!
tits is just stupid. How does she sleep?
I don't know.
She doesn't
Oh
have to
my
worry
God,
about
yes.
swimming. At least, she probably
Just
floats,
imagine
right?
The garbage dick that hits
Those
that.
things have got to be like life
I
preservers.
feel bad for her children.
I just want to see her
Think
on
that
a
has
bird
kids? She
scooter.
She does. She posts a lot of stuff with her kids.
I just want to see her on the bird
Imagine
scooter, and
her,
because of
like-
her boobs, like she can't balance, and
I
then
would
she
like to
falls
see
and
her
it
fall
pops.
and then
Yeah.
pops back
Yeah.
up because of her
Boom,
boobs
boom.
knocked her up.
Or fall, and it just
Look at that.
bursts
Black
like.
guys are like,
Yeah.
this is my dream.
Oh, she's
Fat
playing
ass-
piano. Hold on.
Oh, look at
God,
this.
Look at her friends.
Now, is she
She's good at piano.
Brazilian?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I do
Look at
know
that.
she lives in Los
Her
Angeles.
friends are horrible too. She lives in LA.
I think she was at a comedy show last
I was
night
like,
or
how
2
have
nights ago.
none of us ever seen her?
How do you hug? How do you hug somebody? Like you have to bring them kind of in the middle, right? Like,
Yeah.
or like one of these things. How does that work?
Bounce off you,
Yeah.
bounce off her, and you
dancing with
hit the wall and break
Let's
your neck.
slow dance.
Slow dancing. Yeah, that's
My dick
completely
would
out.
get lost in there.
That's
My dick
yeah.
would have to use waist. Look
I
at
like-
that.
I
That
don't-
is so funny. That is fan art. Somebody sent her fan art.
Oh, there's a lot. Half her feet is fan art. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I love that I have friends of mine who are so funny and have
Look
like
at-
2 friends.
Look at that.
She doesn't even have nipples.
Look at her.
She doesn't even have nipples.
No, you can see them. They're right there.
Why
Yeah.
would you wear that? That dress is horrible.
I know.
I
not
like that the
covering
dress is your
anything.
problem.
Around your
No,
kid.
the dress is the. It's like wear a
Can
better
she?
dress.
You know how milk works. Can she nurse with
It
implants
just
like that?
it blows the
She's
kid's
giving
head
a,
off.
She's giving her baby formula right there. That's
But
a formula
could she
bottle.
nurse? You think? Like
Yeah.
No, I
or
don't
would
think
that
she
block
can.
the?
I think those
the-
nipples are dead. Like
Yeah.
I
those,
was gonna
those
say
are the kind of boob
women
implants.
with
They're
boob jobs
cosmetic.
can, but
Yeah.
I don't know about.
But about that though.
I don't know about that many boob jobs.
Like, does it come?
if
Does the
you're-
milk come like in the middle or in the like?
I don't know.
No.
But you
Sides?
can breastfeed if you have a boob.
She
job.
probably had her nipples taken off and
And-
then put the boobs in, then put the soda back
She might
on.
have those like tattooed nipples or something like where it's just a
Yeah.
tattoo.
Yeah, can you
She has
imagine?
like 4 kids.
Look at look at her kid. How embarrassing is that for that kid? You know, like that kid. The other kid was like that looks like a 12-year-old kid. Not that one, but the other one.
You'd be like, you don't have to come to my
there,
school
like, look at that.
performances, mom.
The kid on the right's probably masturbated so many times to his mom. You know, like that.
It's so unnatural. Yeah. How about his friends that come over? You know,
Oh, yeah.
he's like the most popular kid. Let's hang out at your
Is your
house.
mom, the blow-up doll, gonna be here?
Let's go to Timmy's house. What's she doing? Reading?
Oh God, what is this?
I love it. She's got like a fucking Bible.
Oh, and she goes to church. Yeah, that's how we started
Everyone's
talking.
like, the
about
demon's in the house.
Look how-
Those titties are haunted.
Oh my
I just got the chills.
Why?
Why? Because you
Like
think
the-
maybe you need those?
like the
Hold on,
bad
go back,
chills.
go
I don't
back.
know.
She was in L.A.?
Yeah.
He just said she lives
Dude, of
there.
course she was in LA. Look at her. I mean,
She lives in
where,
LA.
where else would she live?
You know, dude, own it. I guess own it. Go. Maybe she'll be on Kill Tony soon.
Oh God.
You should invite her to Kill Tony to do some
Maybe.
stand-up.
Maybe.
Breaking news from superfan Garnet.
Yeah.
She is raising money for women.
For what?
For
women to get
implants for
tits?
moms. Yeah, crowdfunding.
For what? To get implants as mom?
No,
For
to give
moms,
women
yeah.
tits.
What? Stop.
I don't really. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's like
Look at the shape of
to
her.
me, it's just as dumb as face tattoos.
Look at she's like shaped
But
like
if
an
you want
S.
to do it, by the way, when I give up on any dream of ever doing a day job, I will get a neck tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
I fucking hate
I like
it.
that's
I'm
what you
just
think
so
about
done.
at night.
I'm so done with tattoos. Now, your tattoos are probably one of my favorite tattoos.
Oh, yeah, you
know?
did always
I've
like
always,
that.
I've
No,
always
Big
loved her
fan, being
tattoos.
fucking nice.
Yeah,
No,
thank you.
she has really good tattoos, but that's very
Cartoons.
rare. Very rare.
I'm getting one right here and one right here, and I'm done.
Yeah.
Look at
What are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get
Zanku chicken.
1915. Look at this. Look
Alex
at this.
Jones' face on the front. Oh, look, it's Deadpool. It looks just like him.
Is that what she calls her vagina? Deadpool.
Deadpool. Oh God.
Speaking of Alex Jones, can we talk about that?
Yeah.
How was that?
How was that, buddy?
Hey, Aaron, how'd you think it went?
I think it went fine.
Well, okay, I'll take
It
that.
went as I expected.
What does that mean?
What do you think it
What
means?
does that mean?
Disappointed.
He thinks I didn't press him. I pressed him on a lot of shit.
I knew something you should have brought up. Alex Jones' fart cup. I would love to hear what he thinks about it now, 10 years later.
One question. I only didn't ask one question I wanted to ask. That was it.
What was
His
that?
take on Julian Assange. That's it.
Yeah.
I wish I could have asked
Yeah, that
him
would have been a
that.
good one. Yeah.
That's the only
How
thing.
how pressed for time was he? Did you get the sense he was trying to get out of the door?
No, not at
No,
all.
no,
He's
no.
like, I want to keep
Well, what
going.
was that thing he was talking about? Somebody was outside. Like,
Yeah, these door guys were shooting something, and they asked if he could just
Oh, I see.
stand in it, and he really wanted. Dude,
Oh, that's nice of him.
I'm
to
gonna be
do.
honest with you. He was a really nice guy. Apologized. Hey, dude, I'm sorry I'm late.
He's a
And-
super great guy.
And dude, the beginning of the interview, he was kind of steamrolling me a little bit,
Yeah.
and then at some point he just stopped.
I think he was trying to gauge the room. You know,
Yeah.
kind of get a.
Who
read,
is this
like,
guy?
am
I
gonna
still don't
have
think
to-
he knows
am
my
I gonna
name,
have to
but
carry
that's
this,
fine.
or-
Is that
But-
bathing suit of Bert's stomach?
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's like hairy.
Oh
Look at
God,
it.
it does look like Bert. That looks. Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
Why would you wear a hair?
Dude, I want to see her on your mom's house.
I do not like that.
Oh my God.
How great! Hey, dude,
This is the
confusing.
greatest thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a poop right between her boobs and squish them and see what happens. Like a Play-Doh
I bet
factory.
you for enough money, let's crowdsource that.
Oh my gosh.
I think we should
some guys
crowdsource.
are really into this stuff. Like,
Some guys,
yeah.
some guys are into that or
Yeah,
pooping
for-
on girls.
No, I mean both. But I meant this, like
you-
giant tits.
Have you seen the recent bust of escorting in Los Angeles? The escort websites, like all the high-end porn stars websites. You know, they.
You know what's so funny is that they hate being called hookers.
Right.
They get so mad if you call them a hooker. But it's like you're just doing your day job without a camera.
Right. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I have no problems with porn stars. We're all friends with a bunch of them. But it's kind of sad that they're not in our lives anymore. Oh, huge announcement.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Naughty Show's coming back.
Is it?
Downtown?
About freaking town.
It's going to be downtown, and I got a giant promoter. His job is to promote it all, and he wants me to do it in his warehouse, and we're going to do it, dude.
Wow.
That's when I used to get a lot of free
You
dildos.
just have to let me help.
Remember your
That's all.
sponsors?
They said you can't have that creepy guy that you hang out with. I go, Johnny.
They absolutely
John.
didn't say that.
Dude,
Wait, you liked
I
Naughty
won't
Show?
I'll
wear,
read back the
I'll wear
record.
contacts.
Naughty Show is one of the best things Sam's
Like,
ever
yeah,
created.
you just got so excited, Johnny.
I
You
am,
actually
because I
seem
missed
like-
all the fun. I got here right
Yeah.
after all that
Yeah.
shit stopped.
When I started hanging out with him, that's when like Naughty Show was like
You
big.
guys, Redban will remember it, the old improv days of
Oh, yeah.
those were the best live shows ever. I will put that up against any show in Los Angeles.
I missed
ever.
all the good stuff.
Yeah. You had that. You had the news story about the prostitution sting.
Yeah, go
it was
find
in, it was it was in Van Nuys too.
Oh, yeah, it's right
and they
here.
show the madams. But what's crazy is that this lasted so long, and like they just caught on to it. They even have been paying taxes for like 20 years. This website.
Why is this illegal?
I know.
Yeah,
It's so dumb.
It's the next frontier. I think it's gonna come down.
It should. I mean, like, the problem is you'll never get old women to vote to legalize prostitution. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's capitalism.
Yeah.
It's like supply and demand. And dude, so prostitutes are going to jail, but sugar daters aren't? Like, sugar dating is
Yeah.
just prostitution.
Sugar,
So,
oh yeah,
yeah.
sugar dating. Yeah.
It's just fucking stupid.
Real escorting, you mean? How it's supposed
Right?
to be.
It's just, sugar dating's just escorting with cuddling.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
They should make it legal because to make them get tested like porn stars. So at least you're not spreading diseases and shit. Tax it so they get some money. You know how much
Dude, if
money?
you-
If you think weed made us money, if they make prostitution legal, how much money the city would have?
I think, dude, if you taxed ass, you could fix everything in this country.
Here we
The
go. This is
roads,
what
the
you were talking about.
buildings.
Yeah.
Tax ass.
Look at these. Look at these. I think
Look,
I
the
know
one's hot and
I
the
think I know
ones
the
that-
one top left one too. Which is
Oh,
funny.
really?
I think I know.
They gotta get their fucking ad.
Who's that? Tanya Lynn Fox, or what's her name?
Yeah, I should tell you this website. I don't know. Better not. No, there's this one website where it's all porn stars, and you could just pretty much choose which
you
one you want. And I think this is like
Who is that chick up top? I feel like you
Jodie
know her.
Hoskins. She just looks very familiar.
But how about the chick down low? Like, she
Yeah.
looks like everybody you see on Bumble.
These are probably
4 women arrested for allegedly running an all-female high-end prostitution ring that spanned 3 states, including
Why
California.
is this against the law?
Does it say the website? I want to know if this is the website I knew about. The luxury companion.
I'm really mad that Aaron thinks that interview wasn't great.
I don't see a URL.
It
This
was the
might be one
best
of those,
interview
like,
I've ever
I
done.
didn't say it wasn't
Black Book,
great.
uh,
It's just it is a tinfoil hat episode. That's all.
Aaron hates
Was
it.
it this week?
Aaron's been doing this show for 2 years, and he hates it.
What, tinfoil hat?
Yeah.
Well, I could see why.
What?
The only man who understands.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Never mind. We don't have to do that. But it's conspiracies to me are fun and stuff. But when you take it too seriously, it's just kind of, I don't know.
We're just, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's your conceit, though, right? Is that you take everybody seriously, even when they're out of their fucking minds.
Well, I let them give people
That's
enough
the
rope
setup for your show.
to hang
yeah.
themselves.
So you're kind of the impartial.
I let him talk and let the
Observer.
fans decide whether he's full of shit or not.
Yeah, and they mostly are.
It's
I love it when Sam's in conspiracy mode and when he's not. Like right now, this is my favorite kind of
I
Sam.
know, it's like 2 different people.
I know. It's
Totally
like,
different.
what is that? Schizo? Not schizo, whatever.
Schizophrenic surfer?
But the other night, I was just at the Comedy Store and you were in one of your modes.
Oh, when
and
I
it's
screamed
like, you
at you?
start screaming at me. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
It's
He
like
tries to do it here at least once,
Yeah,
and
I
we
was
all
gonna
just
say.
stop talking, and
Yeah.
then he knows, like, oh,
You
okay.
just
He,
gotta
like,
let him-
the
snaps-
worst I
Get it
ever
out.
he
saw
snaps
was
We weren't
back.
here at
when you were with
11:25.
Aaron Cater in the basement of the Comedy Store.
Oh my
when
God.
he touched me.
Yeah, they had the worst.
I heard that
Like a vice
episode.
president?
Yeah, he touched me.
Well,
guys
yeah,
are
and you guys,
crazy.
they were losing it, but I could hear screaming, right? I wasn't even in the, it's hard to hear what's
the
going
other
on in
side.
the basement when you're
Yeah.
upstairs at the Comedy Store, and
Yeah.
I could hear them screaming. So, and I got down there, and the first words I heard were Hillary Clinton.
And then he touched me.
He Bidened you?
Yeah. And then I put him against the wall. and
Yeah,
I
but
go,
the whole
"Don't
thing
touch
was
me."
about what? Hillary Clinton.
It wasn't me though fighting.
What'd you say about Hillary?
Hopefully, Aaron will let us release that someday because I have that recorded.
Oh
I
my
went in
God,
the
you
other room and
have
recorded
to.
it.
Why? You could totally record it. You could totally
He would be
release
okay, you
it.
think?
There's a
Okay.
Yeah, what does he
conspiracy
give
that
a fuck?
All right, I will release that thing.
Oh,
because
look at
it
you
is
release
beautiful.
it.
Yeah, it's very.
You just
funny.
said to release it.
It's a conspiracy why you haven't released it.
It is a
Yeah,
conspiracy.
it would be.
It goes
Yeah.
all the way to the top.
Everything's a
It's
conspiracy.
just fucking rude.
How? What are the comments like on that? Pretty good, right?
Well-
or are you getting any like you're a fucking shill for Alex
Oh yeah,
Jones?
that's I. No matter what I do, I'm a shill. I love.
Well,
it.
that's the kind of you're playing with fire, right? Because you get the psychotics.
Yeah, for
who
sure.
think everything is a.
But I
conspiracy.
love it,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, it's changed my life.
Do you regret calling it tinfoil hat?
No, I actually am so happy.
Why?
That was a problem for you at the beginning, though, right?
Yeah, it
Booking
was.
people.
Yeah.
You had trouble booking
And it
people.
still is, but it's the NWA. It's like
Okay.
I said, what is the one word or phrase that is so demonized? And obviously conspiracies, but everyone's called conspiracy something.
So it's like the N word.
So
You're
then the
taking it
next
back.
one, I'm like, it's tinfoil. I'm gonna call it tinfoil hat, and just because I just want to take it back. And yeah, I love it. I mean, some people won't come on because it's called tinfoil hat, but that's their
That's
law.
stupid.
It's just dumb.
Well, I mean, but it's mostly people who are kind of they don't want to be dismissed. You know, people with weird.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
What happened? It's
We
because
lost
we're
everybody.
talking about
We lost
tinfoil
everybody.
hat.
You're fine. You probably just kicked the power thing on the.
You
on
can
the
hear us?
Mic amp. I can hear you fine. You're great.
It's what happens when you talk your conspiracies.
oh yeah.
We get
Fucking
shut down.
lizard people.
No.
No, it's
No, that's
it's
for the
under.
laptop.
It's by Johnny. It's
Johnny did it.
there's a power thing.
Johnny, you fucking fuck.
There's a mic
Yes,
amp
there.
plug
Hear
that
it.
just needs to go
You're
up.
back. You're
Sam,
live.
you did it.
It's always
Sam.
Sam.
He got excited.
Blame me all the time.
It was right under you.
Shut up.
I like that you know
Shut
it's
up.
you, and you're like, it was Johnny.
Oh, that's
It's
hilarious.
like when somebody farted. No, he farted.
I wasn't on that one.
Yeah, man. Last night was really great. Sometimes I get weird around Tiffany Haddish because I think she's mad at me.
I agree. Like last night, she at the beginning of the show slapped me on the side of the head, hit me so hard in the ear, and of course I said, "Everyone saw that, right? Because settlement."
I see. I'm like, hi.
Why do you think she's mad at you?
I don't know, man.
No, I mean you obviously have some inkling of.
Well,
why
I'm
my-
incredible. I have a real problem with. I don't want to bother people. It like really freaks me out. It's like when I feel like I even get the inkling that somebody might be, I just get weird and I run off. I
That's
like
a good thing though.
I can't talk like with Rogan, who's like the nicest guy to me. If I think I'm bothered, I run off. Bill Burr, I can, hey, how's your family? And then I run off. Like Tiffany, I don't know why, dude. It's like I just felt like lately, it's like, oh, she fucking mad at me for fucking some reason. So I get like really weird. I hate bothering people.
No, that's good though. It's called self-awareness. It's better than the opposite.
But I'm like fucking over the top, like fucking
me
weird
too.
about
Yeah.
it.
I get that with a few people. Burr, I get that with
Yeah,
a
Burr,
lot.
I just okay. This guy hates me. Just say
yeah,
something nice.
yeah.
well, you just know what his life is like, right? I mean, it's just all people coming like, oh, I love the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Mark Maron, I feel that also. I always feel like I'm bothering Mark.
I love Mark Maron.
That's part of his whole personality, though. That
Yeah,
adds to that, right?
which is crazy because I feel like I'm the same as him, and we would be best friends. But I have this weird thing.
yeah,
with
you
him.
guys are.
It's,
I think you guys would be a good pair, actually. Yeah, that's good.
He's a good. I love. I mean, dude, talk about a guy.
your Marin was really good. I thought you did a good job there. That was. I
Oh,
liked
that's
that
cool.
also.
You run Maron.
Yeah. Because when it first started, he's like, dude. I go, hey man, congrats on the fucking podcast. It sounds like it's going great. He's like, you want to do it? I'm like, fuck yeah. He goes, okay, call me tomorrow. We'll set it up. And then like literally it just blew up. And then I never heard from him. So then down the line, he started doing my shows. And I'm just like, hey dude, if you ever need anybody. He's like, oh, you haven't been on it? Okay, it's your turn in the barrel. And I'm like, so I went there and I go, okay, what are the stories I know he would appreciate? So I did all my best stories on there. And I was
When-
really
You did it last year, right?
yeah, I was really like brutally honest Like, about the time I got robbed trying to buy drugs and all that shit.
Right.
And
From a hooker, right? Or
yeah.
something.
Twice in
that.
the
I
same
remember
day.
that, yeah.
Twice in the same day.
That's so fucking.
It's so good.
That's so dumb. I know, but hey, when you got the fucking urge, you gotta go for it, right? So yeah, I was very happy with it. I just haven't been on a lot of podcasts lately. It's really weird, man. Like I used to be on everybody's. Nobody asks me anymore because what happens?
Well, now you're gonna be on Infowars.com.
No, they're always like, hey, so talk about conspiracies. I'm like, come on. I'm like, okay. And then you go to comments, fuck this guy, fuck his conspiracy. I'm like, dude, I didn't want. I can talk about anything.
It's not for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about farting, talk about fucking Big Tits McGee. I can talk about anything.
Okay, well, you've been the porn guy. You kind of start. Now, which is better, being the porn guy or the conspiracy guy?
Oh, conspiracy guy.
Okay, I would think so.
I couldn't sell a ticket to the porn
Well, it's not
show.
better for me, obviously.
Which
but-
makes zero sense to me. Like
Well-
it should be. It's like the opposite. You should be able to do the
Because
porn.
we go on the road, nobody wanted anybody from their town to know they were at the porn show.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Conspiracies are fine because
Except
it's
in
basically
Vegas, I
just
think.
news. So but porn, I mean, like that should have been on television, and it was just at the wrong time. But this guy's, I go, listen, I'll do a show with you if you promote. I already got.
What's the club that you're doing?
It's downtown.
just
it's
a warehouse. Yeah.
Is that
And
the
they're
place where
like,
they do the
they're
wrestling?
like, we're gonna get all the dancers. I'm like, dude, I'll just fuck. Boop, 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 boop.
Make
Is
sure
that the
there's
place where they
parking,
do the
dude.
wrestling?
What?
Is that the place where they do the stripper wrestling?
No, this thing's like this.
Make sure
This
there's
guy
parking.
does giant raves, and he wants to get into comedy.
Oh, raves.
So it's like he's like, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, I'll get a nice suit on. I'll wear my glasses.
I've been to a few illegal like clubs, like bars.
Cockfighting's
downtown.
just
no,
dudes
no. It's
just
just like
bumping
people on
dicks.
ecstasy, and it's just like a house bar. Like they have bartenders and everything, and it's illegal as fuck. But the problem about those, they're always so fun, but there's nowhere to park. So you're parking on the street, walking through like the
hood.
Night of the Living Dead.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
No
and
way.
I hate
Well,
that.
And it's
so
really
funny
late at
because
night
he's
too,
like-
right? You have to get out of there.
Yeah.
Really
We
late.
don't really sell a lot of alcohol. I'm like, yeah, because everybody's on ecstasy.
Yeah.
Nobody's drinking because they're all doing.
Yeah, and
they're just dropping
anywhere
E.
where they're playing. That's the only way you can listen to EDM is to be on ecstasy.
yeah.
I mean, that music doesn't make
Dude,
any
white
sense.
women have abandoned metal because they like to drop E and watch some dude with a marshmallow on his head hit a cash register. Bing, 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 bing. They're just like, oh, God, I'm tripping so much balls.
I love that guy has his own master class. Where
What marshmallow? What's crazy is the kids love that shit. Like my nephews love marshmallow. Like that's
Yeah.
his favorite. Their favorite.
I remember
person.
coming out going, dude, that's so smart.
Oh yeah. Well,
That's
Dead
so
Mouse. He
fucking-
just copied off of Dead Mouse.
Yeah, but a marshmallow is so great.
Yeah. What the poop emoji would be the biggest one. Like come out
Dude,
with a poop
Red
emoji.
Band, that might have to be who you are.
You like poop fart.
We like poop fart. Dude, that's a new character you gotta work on.
Yeah. That's you're right. And that'd be so easy to get one of those poop
Dude,
emojis,
Get poop emoji head and DJ one thing.
DJ poop emoji. I'll do your naughty show. I'll be over the DJing.
I'd watch that. I'd listen to that.
DJ poop. We like poop.
And it's all just like digitally altered fart sounds.
Oh yeah, dude, you do that, we'll make it happen.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely
Find
do
a
it.
poop emoji.
Dude, I'll
and just
definitely do it.
Make your songs. Boop, boop, boop,
Get a nice soundboard of farts. I remember the first time I found the fart soundboard on E-Bombs World.
Oh, it's the best.
That was the best. E-Bombs World, man. That used to be my entire life. When I
Yeah.
was,
Dude, so is
Style
Funny or
projects.
Die dead?
Funny
Is
or
it?
Die?
What happened?
No.
No, I mean like nobody talks about it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because everything's on YouTube now. They were trying to have their own platform, right? And that didn't really work. So they moved their shit over to YouTube.
Yeah, they
And
should've
plus,
done
like, if you just do nerd shit, you're not gonna get everybody.
that. They're good people over at Funny or Die.
Dude,
though.
does the
What did
new?
you think of the Joker trailer?
I
Yeah.
love it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is my life. That's my life. Right? This is.
I saw your
that's me.
post and that made me laugh. I was like, that is Sam's head. It's just
He
so
looks scary. He's scary thin, man. Like really creepy.
Who's playing him?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix, yeah.
Oh.
Here, can we look at that here? Is that okay? The trailer, right?
I can't watch Dumbo. It makes me sad about
I
it.
just want to look at. I just want to show you how creepy he looks, so we don't have to watch it.
What can't you watch?
Dumbo.
I just want.
Why?
It
Oh,
looks good.
Yeah,
but
I wanna
it's-
see
It got
it.
bad reviews, but it looks good.
There's this thing where he's, I don't know, on a date or something with this
Oh wow.
beautiful woman.
What's crazy is
Ugh.
I stopped following all this stupid DC shit, but Like I didn't even know.
Sam, does it look good?
It's okay.
No,
I
that
saw it.
looks-
It's okay,
that
man.
looks
I
so
promise
stupid.
you. I would have loved it when I was a kid. It's okay.
Did it do well?
Yeah, it did pretty well.
Good for DC. They've been shit in the bed.
Where's the one where he's?
I guess he looks like a pretty good Joker.
I think he looks great, but it looks like it's a different story, though.
Yeah. Oh, here it is,
Yeah,
right here. Look,
entirely.
see, he's this.
That's the hot chick?
Yeah, and look at him.
He's just bleeding?
Just look
He
at
looks
it.
like Brody's friend that was at the memorial from
Oh,
Seattle.
yeah, the guy with the horse dick that
what's
did
his name?
porn?
Yeah, what's his name? No.
Tana.
Tana, yeah.
Tatum's a good guy. Had a horse
He really
dick.
is.
He's like, I got a big dick. I got to do porn. He like felt like he had to do it.
He did really well at the memorial too. I was kind of.
Everyone did so great at the memorial. For the
Yeah,
most
it's
part.
very, dude, Yoshi bombed. He's the only person to ever bomb at a fucking memorial.
Well, and then Brennan came on and ripped the Sklar brothers. That was he destroyed them.
Well, Rick Ingram went up and crushed, but Rick Ingram did what Brian Holtzman mostly does. Like, that was literally Brian Holtzman's spiel, yelling at everybody
Yeah.
how phony they are for being there. So when Brian went up and did it, they're like, you're like the second white guy in a black room. You ever done that? Where you're like, the first black guy crushes. Second white guy gets a dick kicked in. They're like, okay, we've already seen this. You're not taking over our fucking shows.
Well, then there was a whole second part of it, right? Where,
Yeah, I got
like,
pushed back to fucking like open mic fucking level.
was anybody in the
I
room
didn't
for
see
that?
it.
See, I watched the stream.
Yeah, people stayed for it. But,
Dude, I literally went up in front of 20. I literally did the Brody Stevens spot.
Really? Yeah.
20 fucking people.
Yeah, I skipped that. All that. I was too emotional. I was like, I'm good, man.
Well,
I
that can be
didn't wanna go
exhausting,
up.
right? Like emotionally exhausting.
I didn't want to go up, but I thought, man, it's Brody, so I'll go up. You
Yeah.
know, I didn't have much to say. I didn't want to say anything. I just said two quick things, and then I got in and out. Fucking Nick Youssef running the light. Like, I mean, just going.
He's so
I'm like, what are you doing?
He had a really serious sort of message too. I mean, even for a memorial, it was heavy.
Like what? What was it?
His
He's
whole
got
thing.
a Smurf hair, and he's just like 20 minutes in. I'm like, is this Def
okay,
Jam,
so
dude?
he's been up there, and I liked it. I thought it got over. But
I liked it.
He was up there like 15.
made up.
He was up there 15 minutes, and then he started in this thing where we need to start telling people who are helping us now and who we appreciate that we appreciate them now. So he just started reading this list of people that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Was I on there? Did I make the list?
I think it was like Ari. Shit, I can't remember. But no, I
I
mean,
was just name dropping.
The sentiment is good. Like, and maybe not. He was already been up there a while when he.
Oh,
started.
yeah. I mean, everyone's like, can we fucking go? Who are you, Earthquake? Are you running the fucking light right now?
Yeah, I mean,
And I got up. I literally did 2 minutes. And then
I like him though, and I thought he did a good job. To be clear.
Nick?
Yeah.
He's such an interesting person.
He is an interesting.
How was your relationship with him after
Well,
the
we
big blowout?
talked. When
You
we
talked?
I went up
talked
to him. I
then?
go, listen. I know I don't know what day we talked, but it might have been at that thing. But we were just like,
Were you
dude,
scissoring with him?
yeah, dude, we sistered. We bumped pussies.
Now that I would watch.
We bumped pussies.
That's the Naughty Show halftime show. Right
What,
there.
just
yeah,
two
you,
fucking-
just you and Nick
Two
Gibson
old
fucking
emos just bumping
rubbing your nuts
uglies.
together.
Speaking of Yusuf and fake butts, Dana Diarmond got a fake butt recently.
I love her.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fake boobs.
Did she
Dude,
need
by
a
the
fake
way,
butt?
porn
Yes, she
stars,
had a big butt.
porn
That's what I
stars are so much like comics. She literally has her own podcast. It's called Webcamming.
Yeah.
They do that. They have the
Yeah.
exact same business model.
What's it like an industry podcast about?
No,
webcam?
she literally finger blasts herself. That's her podcast.
Oh, I see. Oh, I got you. Okay.
Right, because there's no money in porn, so now these girls have to do this fucking one-on-one shit.
Yeah.
I think they make a lot from that too.
They,
they do.
fucking
What-
probably do.
Well, this girl I used to hang out with, she was like one of the top girls for My Free Cams, and she was pulling in like $40,000 a month,
Whoa.
like crazy.
And
Money.
the money. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the money is you get to tell or ask the girl what
Yeah,
to do.
like
for,
shove that bat in your asshole. They'll be like, okay, man.
You buy
okay.
tokens, and then
Okay.
it's just like throwing money on stage, pretty much. Yeah.
That's interesting.
All right.
I would think the couples would do better. Do they, or is it? The
Yeah, couples do pretty good. Actually, pretty good. Especially because
This is what you've heard on the street?
yeah, that's what I heard from the street, man. The couples though are always interesting because it's like it's like swingers. You know, they're not always the best looking, or it's like, how the fuck is this guy with this girl?
And I want the guy to be there, but I
Porn-
don't want him to be too vocal or
Yeah,
involved.
just sit back.
Just like,
How about just not see his face?
exactly? Yeah.
Porn is like comedy. Everybody thinks they could do it. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
It's everybody thinks they're great at it, and then you actually watch yourself, you're like, okay, I don't need to do that
Well,
again.
I don't know, man.
Guys, this has been a great show. Brian Redban's gonna come by
Thank
all
you,
the
buddy.
time, every time, as long as he
Yeah.
wants. He's
Yeah.
gonna do the
Yay.
final hour. So we're gonna get our sports in early. Then we'll have sports fan come in, crunch the numbers, and then we'll talk about just fake
best.
butts and Teslas. Aaron, I had a
My
great
dream
show
show.
yesterday. Fuck you! All right, you guys are great. We'll see you next week. See you guys at the UFC fights at the fucking dojo inside the Standard or
You won't
inside
see.
the Sycamore. Bye, everybody.